Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, 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 subscribe to my channel, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, like the vid, guys. Like the damn freaking vid. Guys, make sure you like the vid and subscribe to the channel, guys. It's sure, guys, because your likes really help the algorithm a lot. It make the channel keep growing. And also, please check the community page a lot. We post a lot of stuff. I've posted a lot of pictures, and I'm gonna keep doing that in terms of the videos and everything. But before that, if I am members of my show, please always turn on the notification button for you to see whenever we go live. You're gonna be aware of whatever we're posting. But before that, make sure you like the vid, subscribe to the channel, like the freaking vid, subscribe to the channel, like that vid, subscribe, smash that freaking like button, smash that like button, guys. Like the freaking vid, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, guys. So, guys, we're gonna talk about David Coote versus Liverpool versus Klopp because a lot will need to be discussed. We're gonna talk about him also. We're gonna talk about that also too. We're also gonna talk we're also going to talk about like a question and answer. Surely. We're going to do that also. But before that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like that freaking damn vid, guys. Like the freaking vid. It helps the algorithm a lot. Please do that a lot. It does really help us a lot. But before that, my people, let's go. So my people, I wanna day now. I hope everybody's fine. Make sure that I hope everybody's fine. It's a beautiful weather in Chicago. You're just chilling out, international break, nothing much to discuss. But always, we're always gonna be talking about football. But I want to talk about David Coates because it's very important to talk about him. It's very important. We're gonna talk about David Coates, and I've seen the videos. I've seen a lot of stuff in terms of what he said about Liverpool, what he said about Klopp, what he said about a lot of people. I've seen a lot of videos about it. I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on? So I listen to the videos, I listen to a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So, and I'll say it again. This is a problem of PGMOL, and whether people like it or not, there is money in EPL. There is money in EPL, and I think EPL is being stingy to want they have the money, but do they really want to spend the money? That's my take on it. Do they really want to spend the money? Because I believe they have the money. Are they being stingy or ridiculous, or do they really like? Do they feel okay because we are superior to other teams? What they want to do too much? But I believe they have the money to spend on a better, I would say, a better referee. Because when you spend the money on a better European ref who can actually just ref the game, just ref the game without controversy. And I think what happened to David Cook, I think it doesn't surprise me because there's a lot of inconsistency when it comes to EPL referee. There's a lot of inconsistency. Sometimes you see the referee being like, this one give this one a red card, a penalty. I'm like, in the next game, it's gonna be switched. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Because this is like, it's not consistent enough. It's not consistent enough. And I'll keep saying it again. I won't change it. EPL referee, I'm saying the PGMOL is officially ruining. They are ruining football. They are really ruining football. And if they keep doing this bullshit again, it's gonna cause a lot of issues in terms of officiating because EPL has the money, but they are deciding not to spend the money in terms of the PGMOL, and they decided to say, okay, you can't tell us what to do. We have the money, we can do whatever we want to do. But again, this is my issue with PGMOL in terms of bringing in referees and everything. When you have the money and people knows there is money in EPL, people know, and he decided not to spend the money, but you want to do ridiculous stuff in terms of okay, let's bring in people of our own people from Birmingham, from blah blah blah. I'm like, why are you doing that when you actually have the money, actually have everything? So I'm like, what happened to David Cook now? Doesn't surprise me. But what is going to surprise me most is the likes of Anthony Taylor, the likes of other referees are going to be bringing into the game. So that's going to be my take. And in terms of that, what I'm like, okay, We already know the EPL referees are corrupt already. We know that already. We know they are corrupt already, and we know this is not the first time this is happening, and it will not be the last. For me, it will not be the last. It's gonna be happening. So it's not gonna be the last. It will keep happening, and when this keep happening, what does PGMO do? Now they suspended David Coote. Okay, so after David Cook, who is involved again? Is anybody involved in terms of okay, who is involved again? So in terms of who is involved again, is Taylor there? Is Rob Jones there? Is Michael Oliver among these people? Because after even the videos, I think there was a little bit of him carrying cocaine stuff and everything. And I keep asking myself, this stuff is a little bit weird because if you look at other how do I put it, other leagues, I know other leagues are not as big and as like it's not as big as APL, but the controversy on EPL doesn't surprise me because this bullshit keep happening year after year. How does it change? It's very simple. We've said it for a very long time. How does it change? Is the PGMO are kind of manning. They have to man up for me. They have to man up. They have to really man up. They have to like take the hit, take the blame, man up, and become responsible for every decision you've made. It's very simple. They have to man up and like whatever happened, they have to man up and just say, okay, I think we've messed up here. We need to figure out this, whatever bullshit is happening. We need to figure it out. So I think they need to man up, and I think if they don't man up, I think this will keep happening again, and I think it's gonna get to a stage where the players, managers will get frustrated with referees, where players and referees will get frustrated with players and managers will get frustrated with referees. And if that keep happening, then what does the PGM well do? What did they do? Because we can always talk about okay, we want to make sure the game is better. I want to do this, we want to do that. For how long are you going to be doing that till? Because if things doesn't go the way people want it to go, then something needs to be done in terms of the officiating, the body himself and everything, and a lot needs to be talking about because something is actually not working very well here in terms of okay, we know that I know referees are bad, I know they are bad, but again, the inconsistency in this league is sickening. It's very sickening and annoying. The inconsistency is very sickening. So it's very weird when it comes to when people talk about EPL. We all already know the EPL stuff again, but for how long are we going to be talking about EPLs without speaking about referees? Because we know the referees are crap. We know they are crap. We know they are abysmal. They are poor. We know that people don't even need to lecture us about it. They don't need to talk about it to us because we know that already. We know that already. So people don't need to talk about it to us. We know they are crap. We know they are rubbish. We know they are rubbish. We know. We know they are rubbish. So people doesn't even need to sell us this bull crap top and everything because we know the EPL are rubbish when it comes to officiating. So this doesn't surprise me when this kind of stuff is happening. But the question is, so yeah, you suspend him, but again, can PGMOL can they improve on the shenanigan that is happening? They want to become superiority in everything they do, and I can understand it's their league, but for how long are you going to be doing this superiority stuff in terms of okay, this is not right. We're gonna find a way to figure this stuff out. It's not right because we can keep talking about okay, this, that, that's this, that's that. But for how long? Because the officiating has been abysmal. It has been poor. So David School suspended doesn't surprise me because we know when it comes to from Taylor to Michael Oliver to all of them, it's just been poor. It's just been poor. It's been poor. It's been poor. It's been very poor, guys. It's been very poor. it's been very, very poor when it comes to EPL officiating. So this one doesn't surprise me when I see this kind of situation happening because I expected it to happen when it comes to okay, the officiating and the refereeing. The refereeing doesn't surprise me because this is not the first time it's happened. Chelsea has a problem with Antonio Taylor when he's officiating us. I can keep counting 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I can keep talking about Antonio Taylor's officiating referees with Chelsea because they won't stop. And what I'm gonna say is EPL needs to look what's their bad because this stuff is beyond joke, man. It's beyond joke. It's beyond joke because this bullshit keep happening and nothing has been done to it in terms of you can suspend that David Coote, okay. You suspend him, fine. Does that really help the situation in terms of okay, does it really help? I don't think it helps. So I don't think it helped. I don't think it really helped though. I don't think it really helped for me though. I don't think so. So a lot is happening with EPL referees uh, and their poor officiating. So when that kind of stuff happen, people need to understand something, man. This is not the first time it's happening, and it will not be the last. It won't be the last. It will not. So the good suspended doesn't really surprise me, but I think PGMOL needs to do more. They need to like really do more in terms of bringing in. I've said it for a very long time. Bringing new European referees. EPL has PGMOL has they have the money. They have the money. They have the money. Bringing new people, bringing new referees, new people in, new structures, new people like involve more European referees into the game. They have the money. So I don't know why they are being, could I call it stupid? I don't think it's stupid. Can I call it ego? I possibly call it ego because I don't think it's stupid because I believe they have the money to bring in any referees they want to bring it into the game. I think they have the money. But can I call it ego? I think I'll possibly call it ego because I believe it's all about ego because EPL does this a lot. They have the money, they have the connection across the whole entire board. This is this is not work. This is not gonna work well. We're gonna find a way to figure this bullshit out. So that's my own take. But I believe they have the money, but I believe it's all about ego because sometimes EPL also have this ego where they want to keep dominating for years to come. Which I don't blame them. If you want to keep dominating for years to come, fair enough. You can always dominate for years to come. But again, the question I am asking is if you want to keep dominating for years to come, but you're gonna have a standard officiating referees where they're not gonna be too much controversy. Yes, maybe the controversy is the one that is gaining more momentum. Maybe it's the one that is gaining more, how do I put it, generating more revenue in terms of okay, is the best stuff to the EPL. You can say the players want to play there, the coach want to go there and coach. So a lot of times is happening when the ref wants to go and I'm talking about the player playing APL, the corner coach there, like they have the ambition of coaching in EPL, which is not bad due to controversy. But for how long are we going to be having this referee shenanigan? And my question boils down to if David Cook is suspended and maybe he's suspended and people are like he has family, but he has family, but he's behaving like how do I put it? Is behaving stupid. Like, is this how can I call it? Is behaving stupid. But I think if you because a situation like this, you want to go down. Do you want to go down yourself or do you want to go down with some people? Because we know Taylor has been bad. We know his officiating is poor. We know that already. People doesn't even know to tell us. We know Taylor's officiating has been very poor. Michael Oliver too. For me, you can call it two best the best in English in England, but we know them very well. The two has been very poor with Taylor. I don't know what's going on with English referee, but this is not the first time it's happening, and it will not be the last. So a lot of stuff needs to be talked about in terms of the way they organize the referee situation. And guess again, who is the CEO, who is the chief executive of the referee? Howard Webb, who for me is one of the most ridiculous referees, if not the worst. Howard Webb is very, very worse when it comes to officiating. It's worse. It's even worse. So chief authority referees in terms of Howard Webb, what do you expect in English Premier League football? What do you expect in EPL? What do you expect in EPL? You're gonna expect this official APL because our executive referees, the chief executive referees. So I'm not gonna expect something good from this because I know where this poor. I know it's poor because whenever I can remember very well, whenever when kind of officiate games a lot of time in terms of when he was refereeing, my brother, that brother that man is very, very poor when it comes to officiating. So this doesn't surprise me because he's the chief executive when it comes to officiating. So he's the chief executive when it comes to officiating. So I was very being poor for me in terms of him being the chief authority referees. It doesn't surprise me. But again, the realization is APL, especially the PGM, they need to man up. That's my own take. First, they need to man up. How do you man up? You have the money. There is money in this league, and I keep telling people there's a lot of money in this league where the money has gone into some ridiculous way. Because when you look at the takeovers, the Saudis and the Newcastle takeover, the American takeover from the FSG to the Kroenke to the Chelsea owner, the Clearly Capital. A lot of takeovers have come out when it comes to American, and a lot of things have been done Americanized in terms of the way American people see football. So if EPL is allowing the ownership to kind of dictate the league in terms of how they want to do things to bring in revenue, they want to get the best referees into the game in terms of bringing the best people in that you know, okay, I'm gonna bring this in, this in, this in, this in to make the game much better. Yes, you can cause controversy, which is it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Maybe the controversy it is what is generating more clicks and more revenue. Okay, fair enough. If they want generating more clicks revenue, no problem about it. But why not make it consistent? We talk about other leagues a lot. They are doing when people talk about handballs, when they give handballs this week, possibly they have to give it in the other matches too. But the problem about EPL is I keep telling people it's not about egos. Egos, apart from egos, I won't call it stupid, but I would say maybe they have the superiority power and the egos around them where they believe nobody can challenge our decision, nobody can challenge our authority. So we do what we feel like we want to do in terms of okay, this is what we want to do. Nobody can challenge us. So if EPL is thinking that way, then they have to think they have to think a lot out of the box in terms of making a better decision. And I said it again, if this is it now, if EPL can involve ladies in terms of women doing a commentator, like being a co-commentator, commentating on games, it's good also to want to do that. But also, why are you not being consistent enough by bringing female referees to the game? We've seen some very good referees in terms of females officiate referees women football very well without controversy. Why don't you mix it? Must it have to be like every day? This one David Cook, this Rob Jones, this Michael Oliver, this Anthony Taylor, this. Yeah, I can mix it. You can even bring you can bring in a female referee to officiate big matches. Like there's money there. Bringing an European referees. There's a lot of money in this league where the money goes, the fan base doesn't even understand where this money goes. So there's a lot of serious conversation that need to be had in terms of where are this money going into. Where are they going into in terms of okay, these are the money that has been given to this. Where is the money going to? Because we cannot. There's no explanation for where the money are going to. I can't even explain it because there's a lot of controversy going on around. So many stuff is happening in terms of the PGMO is not being they are not being straight in their decision making. It's been a little bit weird the way they do stuff. Like I said already, I know this league very well. This league has money. People cannot tell me no otherwise. This league has money. I know for fact they have the money. I know for fact they have money. But my problem is when you have the money, can you do it? Can you make a better decision making? That's my take. Can you make better decision making? Which I believe they can do. But I think because of the ego, because of like they only have this superiority power, like nobody can control us. And I think that is what the problem is at the moment right now for me. Because I know they have the money. I know people have the money. I know people who has the money. I know for a fact they have the money. I know that for a fact they have the money. But the question boils down to where's the money going into? That's my question. Where's it going into? What do they do to make sure it's better? It's better to make it better for the game? I don't know. What do they do to make it better for the game? I don't know because I know PGMOL has the money. I know they have the money. I know for a fact they have the money. People cannot tell me otherwise the PGMOL doesn't have the money because it's been generated by revenue coming into the game in terms of the ownership taking over the American people, the Newcastle owner. A lot of stuff is happening in the EPL, which I know for fact they have the money. But then again, if you have the money, why not make a better decision in terms of refereeing the game, in terms of bringing proper official referees to the game? It's not hard to do. It is not hard to do. Bring in a referee that you know very well that can actually officiate the game very well. That's gonna cause less controversy. Not too much controversy, but just less. You don't need to start having so much controversy in the game because maybe the controversy could possibly win them more revenue in terms of okay, maybe when we have a lot of more controversy, people tend to talk about us. It generates more clicks, it generates more money, it generates us more revenue, it generates us more this, which I I don't have an issue with. Fair enough, no problem. I don't have an issue with. But where I'm having an issue with is very simple. The officiating. In this EPL, it is the officiating is poor, especially in EPL. They will say it's not. When you play the next match maybe on Sunday, they will tell you it's not the outing. We move on. So I'm like the inconsistency in this league is beyond me. It's a joke. The inconsistency is a joke for me. It is a joke. That's the inconsistency of this league. It is a joke. So I don't know. It's a little bit weird when you look at a lot of optics around the game. With the inconsistency about the league. We can talk about Serie A, we can talk about Bundesliga, we can talk about La Liga. Okay, fair enough. You want to talk about that? Okay, I have no problem with that. I got no problem with that. Talk about that, but again, are they really the talk of the yeah? I know some of the La Liga referees sometimes are poor. Yes, I know because I watch a lot of La Liga. I've seen the complaints about the media in terms of the referee. Is the referee good enough? The referee have been biased with Madrid, they have been biased with Barcelona. Which sometimes I agree with them, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I can understand their viewpoint, but again, with EPL, this is not the first time this is happening, and it will not be the last. So I think David Coote for me is career potentially just over in terms of just officiating the game. People are saying, I'm hearing the optics are saying, hey, he has families, he has okay, if he has family, then why is he like putting out videos out talking about Liverpool, talking about Klopp and everything? Like, didn't you know we're in the era of social media? Because we're in the era of social media because when you post out something, people will listen to it and it will generate a and you might actually be in trouble. And for him to be a referee and say it's beyond me, and I'll say it again, I don't think it's gonna go down alone with him. I think it will go down. I think this will go down with how do I put it? go down with other referees in terms of Taylor being very careful because there's gonna be a lot of scrutiny for me. There will be a lot of scrutiny for me with the English referees. With Taylor, there's gonna be a lot of microscopic eyes with the referees in EPL because there's gonna be a lot of people getting pissed off. Like if this despite David Coote being bad officiating, they're gonna be looking at Taylor, Michael Oliver, Rob Jones, a lot of them. Some of them are from Nottingham, some of them are from Manchester, some of them are from London. So with the amount of money EPL have, so they should not tell us, they can't tell us they don't have like how do I put it? They do not have enough to bring in proper referees. So I don't know. It's a weird situation to be had, especially referees, because there's a lot of eyes on them in terms of microscopic eyes on them, in terms of them making sure they officiate the game very well, that it doesn't cause any shenanigans problem. But again, what I'm gonna say is very simple. This stuff happening doesn't surprise me. It does not, because this is not the first time this is happening, and it will not be surprising because it happens season after season, time after time. It happens a lot. It does happens a lot. It happens a lot. So this doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. At all. So like this happening to David Coote for me might be the best in terms of referee because now they can officially just bring in an European referee who can actually officiate the game very well without so much controversy. Just officiate the game, make the game much better by not causing too much controversy. I know sometimes the controversy might be a good platform for some of the big hierarchies of certain people. Okay, let's make it a lot of controversy where we can be the talk of the town, which is I'm like, okay, it's not bad, but for how long? But for how long are you gonna be having this controversy? How long? But for how long are we gonna be talking about this controversy of referees? This is not good enough. Something needs to be done. For how long? So because I've seen this scenario before when it comes to refereeing. People are saying referees are not like it's difficult to find good, but guys, EPL has the money. That's me. They have the money. You have the money. You have the money, man. They have the money for me. They have the money. So I don't know why this is taking a lot of time because they have the money. Because I believe they have the money like to generate more. They have the money in terms of okay, we need to even if they want to generate more revenue, they still have the money. I still say they need to make the refereeing more diverse in terms of multi diverse. You just not going to bring in Taylor, Oliver, and this. I think you need to mix it. You can also bring in ladies too to official. If ladies are doing commentaries very well, let them referee matches also too. Let them officiate man. Let them officiate. Let them referee games too. There's no ladies referees are always very good when it comes to officiating matches. So I don't know. PGM oil is like my goodness is the one making I think they've been corrupt, and especially when you have this bald man Michael Howard Webb called the chief executive officer referee. So what do people expect? What do I expect? I expect abysmal referees. So that's what I expect. What I expect. So but that's what I expect. I don't expect anything good to comes out from the referee because it's been poor. It's been poor, man. It's been poor. With officiating, it's been very, very poor. It's been poor. It's been poor. So this doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me with the referee, but again, PGM onlys, they are putting themselves out. They are putting themselves out by being stupid and ridiculous. That's what I'm gonna say for me. So they are putting themselves into being like ridiculous and not understanding that sometimes football you need to be diverse. It's very very important. You need to be diverse. You need to be diverse because if you're gonna be doing this shenanigan rubbish, then you have to use your brain. EPL has been poor, but what I'm gonna say is, despite them being poor, who is the chief executive? Award Web. So for people who was football in early 04, 05, 05, 06, 07, 08, Award Web is a referee. So we know him very well to like referee games. It's been very, very poor when it comes to him officiating games. We know very well. When it comes to him of properly officiating games, we know very well. We know very well whether for him officiating, we know. But so does that surprise me? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't for me at all. It doesn't. But again, what I'm gonna say is this cannot continue because the EPL always make this stupid word, the integrity of the game. What integrity of the game it is where we have a poor referee's decision making. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. So PGMOL needs to do a lot. EPL needs to do a lot. The for me, other referees are screwed already. They are screwed. For me, they are screwed. I'll say it again. They are screwed when it comes to Oliver, Taylor, Rob Jones. I think majority of them are screwed because now what has happened to David Coote now, I don't think he's gonna go down alone himself. I think he'll go down with the majority of referees. He will go down with the lot of referees, which is not good at all. No, hold on guys, I'll be back. Hold on guys, hold on. So guys, like I was saying, when it comes to officiating the game, the referees, this is not the first time they've been poor. It's not gonna be the last. So this one doesn't even surprise me when it comes to officiate, like proper officiating, because I watch a lot of matches and I watch a lot of referee decisions. I watch the Bundesliga, I watch the La Liga, I watch the Serie A. I watch the ref games. Yes, there will be controversy, which you cannot change. I understand that you cannot change it. But again, for how long this controversy is going to be happening? Did the controversy happen just because of the referee is not poor, or does it happen based on what? Because this, especially EPL referees, I think these EPL referees, a lot of it happen based on the referees are not just good enough. That's me. That's me. The referees are not good enough at all. They are not good enough at all. They are not. They are not good enough at all. They aren't good enough at all. The way they officiate games, the way they analyze games. Sometimes they use some English. I'm like flirting hands, subjective. I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Subjective decision, flirting. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I'm kind of confused here when they talk about the reference. So this doesn't really surprise me when it comes to David Cook. It does not surprise me at all. It doesn't. It doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't. So this referee stuff doesn't surprise me at all because this is not the first time it's happened and it will not be the last. Guys, it won't be the last. So I want to see what's going to happen with Taylor, Michael Oliver, what Jones, what's going to happen with them in terms of their officiating. I don't know what's going to happen because a lot of stuff needs to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know what's going to happen. But I think what happened to David Cook now for me is like, I think what happened to David Cook right now for me is how horrible and how bad the referee are, especially especially in the UK when it comes to officiating, referees officiating. How terrible it is, how bad it is. I think that is what is happening right now because people can actually see it clearly. The referee has been poor, guys. It's been poor. The referees has been very, very poor. The officiating has been rubbish. There has been a lot of shenanigans, like a lot of shenanigans that has been happening with bad officiating, bad refereeing, so many stuff is happening. So when this stuff happen, it doesn't surprise me because especially the how do I put it, the officiating from England. It's not gonna be the last time it will happen. It will not. It will not be the last time it happen at all. It will not. Firstly, we talk about Taylor, Chelsea. We talk about. I think Michael Oliver also too with Liverpool. Sometimes they get pissed off because Oliver referee the matches. Like, is it really like? So a lot of stuff is happening with how do I put it? A lot of stuff is happening with APL with the officiating, and this doesn't surprise me. It does not. It doesn't surprise me. And I'll say it again, it will not be the last time this this shenanigan happen. It won't be the last. It will continue to happen. Why? Because the referees are poor. The officiating are poor. Everything about it is poor. So people might say, who do you blame? He has family, but how long are we gonna be saying it for? How long? Are we gonna be saying it for how long? About the referee. I can keep going, but for how long are we gonna be saying this? In terms of the officiating, for how long? Mhm. For how long are we going to be saying this? So it doesn't surprise me when this situation happens with officiating, with bad officiating. It doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't. It doesn't surprise me at all when this stuff happening with bad officiating. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all with bad officiating. It doesn't at all. So because this is happening a lot. Yes. So, like, we'll see how it goes in terms of going forward. Then I think we'll see how it goes going forward in terms of what's going to happen with other referees, with Oliver, with Rob Jones, with Simon, because when I think when captains and the players talk about referees, I think APL is weird, man, because when players and especially the captains, when they talk about referees, they get booked. The manager talks about referee, they get booked. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna be getting booked just because you're not happy with the referee, I think then that tells me the referees is poor because they need to do much better for me. They need to do better. They need to do much better for me. If there's a lot of complaints on the referee, then you have to look at the body, the referee burden. I have to look at the burden on that. Okay, what's going on with the referee body? I have to look at the body with Howard Well, the PGMO and everybody. I have to look at the bodies. What is going on with the officiating referee body that needed rectification? A lot of things needed rectification in terms of the aspect, which is not, which is not, we have not been working very well. So, guys, before we continue, guys, please like the video, guys. Guys, like that freaking video, guys. Like the video, support the channel, guys. Like the video, my people. Like the video. It's very, very important to like the video, my people. It is important to like the video. It's very, very important. Like the video, guys. It's surely. Like that video. Like the video, my people. So, like I was saying, so I want to see what's gonna happen with other referees, with Taylor, with Oliver, with Rob Jones. I would love to see what's gonna happen with them, with that officiating. Is David School going down alone, or does it go down with other referees? But because I also heard after the Tottenham Hotspur Manchester City match, he organized a drug party. I'm like, okay, what is going on here? So I don't know. Does this help? this you don't know that this is a social media era, and whenever you do stuff, it's gonna go out on social media. I don't get, man. You don't think stuff will not go out on social media? Because you have to think about something. This is a social media era. When you steal stuff, it's gonna get out a lot. So you don't not think this is the social media era where you see something, it will not go down, it will go down badly with the media. You have to know that. You cannot, you cannot teach that. You have to know that. You have to understand that. It's game of understanding. You gotta understand that when we say stuff, it goes out into the social media era, and people is gonna know about it. So do they really not know that? They don't really not know that? I think they know that, but maybe they're just doing maybe they're just behaving as they are. I have said it again. PGMOL has been poor. And I was very even being the chief executive for me. It's a really surprise because he's also poor too. He's poor. Him as referee is poor. So it doesn't surprise me at all when that happened. It doesn't surprise me too because our job is poor. Because he's the chief executive of Premier League. He is poor. So when that kind of situation happen, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all because our job is poor. It's poor. So this stuff happening is not surprising to me, and it doesn't even like it's not surprising to me. It doesn't at all. So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not at all. I'm not. Guys, hold on. Guys, I'll be back. Guys, I'll be back. I want to quickly check something I'm putting on the fire, but I'll be right, guys. Guys, let's keep the conversation going, guys. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. I'm coming. I'll be back. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Be right back, guys.
So guys, I'm back. Guys, apologies, guys. I wanted to make some stuff food for my wife. Like I was saying, EPL officiating doesn't surprise me, but what I'm gonna say is very simple. Like this will keep continuing. See, it will keep continuing. I think until PGMOL themselves find a solution to it, which is the first for me is officiate and bringing in new European referees for me. I think if they can bring in new European referees for me, I think that will also help the game a lot. Because if you need new European referees, apart from David Coote, Michael Oliver, Antonio Taylor, and I think they also need to bring ladies in because I've seen ladies do a lot of commentaries in terms of commenting on the game, and I think they have better ideas of the game. But I think it's not just about commentators. I think it's all about referees too because if the ladies can commentate the game very well, surely they should be able to referee they should be able to referee the game a lot much better. I know sometimes people talk about controversy, but controversy will happen because I think PGMO themselves like controversy because it generates them more click and I think it generates them more money and I also think it generates them more revenue, which I'm not against if you're gonna be doing that. I'm not against it. But what I'm against is if you're gonna bring in new like if you're gonna bring in if you're gonna be using new English referees, they have to be consistent because if they are not consistent, they know because if the captains and the managers cannot challenge the referees, then how does the game work? Because I've also been seeing people talking about using some English. I'm seeing flattering hands. I'm seeing subjective decision. I'm like, what hell is going on here? So are you gonna be spoiling our game, the game we love so much, with bad English, bad stuff? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. So we'll see how it goes in terms of that. But I also my final side of the referees is very simple. I think APL needs to do much better in terms of the PGMOL needs to do much better by finding a way to bring in more, for me, more European referees to officiate the game very well and much better. That's for me. And I also think they need to involve like they need to involve more women to the game in terms of them officiating. I've seen Stephanie Flappan. I think is the best when it comes to officiating game. She's very good. She is very good. She's very good. So I've seen her referee games a lot, which she does very well. I've seen her referee games a lot. So they need to involve more ladies into the game. Maybe they need to have a serious like maybe some they need to have a lot of conversation that maybe some of them need to have a very serious conversation where it can lead to so many arguments, so many discussions. I think if that happens, for you to be better of the game, you have to bring in people. See, sometimes opinions cannot be right at the same time. There might be a lot of controversy in the opinions, which is not bad. But again, how do you make the game much better is by being on the level edge where you have to bring in European referees, where they have to officiate the game much better. And also you have to bring ladies also too. I believe women also too needs to be given chance to officiate games more. I think which is gonna help them a lot. It's gonna help them a lot. But this controversy, it will keep continuing for me, it will keep happening. Believe me, it will keep happening. And when it keep happening, nothing will be done until they fix whatever need to be fixed. Taylor for me, Michael Oliver, Rob Jones, all of them are like corrupt. And when you have Howard Webb as a chief executive referee, what else do you know? What else? When you have chief executive referees as Howard Webb, what do you expect? I don't expect anything good come out from it. I don't expect anything good coming out from it. So it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't. So we'll see how it goes. So now guys, let's do the question and answer that I wanted to talk about. Firstly, I will talk about the first question and answer, which is for me the trend to Madrid stuff. I think trend for me trend is 25, and I think Madrid calling him and having a conversation with him doesn't surprise me because I've said it for a very long time to Liverpool fans. FSG for me is not good ownership for me. Van Dijk, Salah, Trent, those three players
are very important for Liverpool. And I know people are saying Trent is demanding a lot of money, but guys, Trent is 25 years of age and he has every right to demand a lot of money because he believes he's the best in his position. So, and I think if Trent is demanding a lot of money, then it shows like it that's like I was saying. So my question now, let's go to the question and answer stuff that I was talking about the show in terms of that. For me, I've said it from day one. Like people in the chat, guys, you can send in your question and I will give a response to it. But my question and answer to this stuff is I've seen some reports about Arnold going to Madrid, and I say it again. Madrid is Madrid because for me they are the best club in the world. They may be a little bit of there may be a little bit of shenanigan in terms of okay, Madrid has been a little bit crap just because Barcelona is doing well, but Madrid has legacy, and that legacy cannot change when it comes to Real Madrid. It cannot change. It is Madrid, so it's not a team you can write off. And if Trent is adamant of going to Madrid, then I don't think Liverpool will be able to stop him. I don't think Liverpool will be able to stop him. I don't think they will be able to do that. I don't think so. I don't think they'll be able to stop him in terms of him joining Madrid. But I think what he is demanding, I think I think that's what the stumbling block are for me right now. I think that's what the stumbling block are for me because I think he's demanding, I believe, based on the report, he's demanding 350, and I think there's Salah, there's Arnold. So there's Arnold, there's Salah, there's Arnold there and there's Salah. So Salah is for me is very very important for them because you cannot lose a player like him. You know you cannot lose a player like Mohamed Salah because if you look at the games Liverpool has won this year, majority of the games has been won by Salah because he's been involved in a lot of 80% of the game and
you can see how important it is. And I think Liverpool are looking at the age. I can understand if they are looking at the age, but again, the question boils down to, are you going to just risk three players leaving in January, in the summer? Salah, Arnold, Van Dijk. You're going to risk them leaving? Because if those three players leave in January or in the summer, and I think for me, Liverpool are cool because now you'll have to replace Salah. And for you to find a player that can replace the goals, the assists Salah give, it's gonna be difficult. Yes, I'm hearing they're looking at Jared Bowen, Mbemo, and Co. And I'm like, yes, those players are very good, but again, can I replicate what Salah give Liverpool because of his consistency throughout the league? He's been here, he's been in Liverpool for like 7 years now, if I'm not mistaken, and he has been very consistent, goal scoring, assists, record upon record, breaking record upon record. So at Liverpool gonna lose a quality player like him, very good. Are they gonna lose a player like him? It's gonna be difficult because now if Liverpool gonna lose a player like Arnold to Madrid just because he's demanding a lot of money, which Liverpool doesn't want to pay. I can understand that if Liverpool doesn't want to pay it. I can understand that if they don't want to pay the money. But are you losing a quality player like Salah to like are you losing it? That's my key, bro. That's my key. So are you losing a quality player like Salah, which is for me is very, very significant to what Liverpool does going. I think if Liverpool win the league this season, I think for me you have to give Salah a spot because he's been consistent with them, goal scoring, assists, doing so many stuff for them. So at Liverpool, we need to lose the caliber. People might say his age. Salah is like 32, 33, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 31, 32. Van Dijk is 32. Arnold is 25. So Arnold is in a speed where he can say he wants to go to Madrid. And I think if Madrid offer him the money he wants, I think he will leave. But now the question now boils down to what does Liverpool do? Because I'm hearing in the report that Liverpool are not even willing to spend in January. And I think they are hoping with the score. But I have to look at it in this way. If you are not going to spend this money, sometimes you have to rotate your team. And I don't think the team B, if Liverpool rotate the squad without Salah, without Van Dijk, I don't think the team is good enough. And when it comes to the second team, to actually go toe to toe on an edge with other teams. I don't know how to tell having some issues. I can guarantee you one thing: City will be back. With City has been in this shenanigan for a very long time. We've seen AC. It's a story I've seen for a very long time with Manchester City. This one doesn't surprise me because it's Man City. It doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't. It does not surprise me because I've seen them do this shenanigan in love for a very long time, which they don't. In the first half of the season, from August to like December, they win matches, they lose matches, they win matches, they draw matches. They have not been very good. They have not been 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 good at all. They have not. So there have been a lot of shenanigans with regards to that. They have not been good. So I don't think you want to take a risk on that aspect. Do you? I don't think so. I don't think I want to take a risk on that. But again, I want to see what FSG is going to do in January because if FSG are not willing to spend money, then I think there's a serious problem with Liverpool. There's going to be a serious problem with them in terms of them actually challenging. We're at top of the table right now, just 5 points ahead of City. But we know who City are. That's who City are. We know what they are. We know. City will come back. That one I can assure people. City will come back. And when City come back, I think they have the ability to go 17 games unbeaten. I think they have the ability to do it. I think so. So I think they have the ability to do so in terms of overall going like 17 games unbeaten, 15 games unbeaten. So I think they have the ability to do it. But I also think Liverpool also do. I think I'm looking at the December picture for Liverpool with regards to Newcastle, City, I think Everton, if I'm not mistaken, the Manchester Derby. So how they perform in the December pictures for me, that will determine how far they can go. That's gonna for me determine how far they can go. So in terms of, I think for me they are the favorite to win the league. But I'm looking at the fixture right now. Let me go to Liverpool. So I'm looking at Liverpool fixture right now. I'm looking at their fixtures right now. So I'm looking at they play Madrid next, and I think they play after Madrid they play Manchester City. After that they travel to St. James's Park to play Newcastle, and after that they play Everton. So I don't know. I think those are winnable games, but St. James's Park for me, it's been tough for them recently. I think they won the last year, but with the way Newcastle are moving at the moment right now, with Isaac contract on air, he hasn't decided on his contract yet. So I think he wants to see where Newcastle finish before he can commit to Newcastle. So like Gordon already just signed a new contract. Alexander Isaac is kind of debating, should I sign, should I stay, should I go? So there's a lot of debate with Newcastle. So I think that will determine how far they can go, and I think that will be able to judge them. But for Arnold, I've seen Liverpool fans having a go at Arnold. I don't blame them if you're gonna have a go at Arnold. I don't blame them. But what I'm gonna say is very, very simple. Is what is demanded from Liverpool? It's demanding 350, I think 350,000 weekly, which I don't think FSG will be able to pay. I don't think they will be able to pay it. I know it's 25 because they have to look at into the Van Dijk is demanding more money. Salah wants to stay 2, 3 years, 3 more years. So are they willing to go above their pay limit to pay the kind of player like, because those three players for me are very important for Liverpool. Arnold, Van Dijk, and Salah. They are very, very, very important. I don't willing to go above them to pay the money. I don't think so. So I don't think so. So it's a bit where it's a weird situation for Liverpool to be in. And I think Liverpool must understand that okay, I don't think the problem is the player. I think the problem is the ownership, FSG for me. Because I believe they have the money, but I think they have priorities of what they want to do. Their priority is okay. Let's say Arnold. Let's say okay, they lose Arnold. Let's lose Arnold. It's okay with them. They can lose Arnold. What of Salah? Because Saudi Arabia wants to buy. Saudi Arabia can actually just offer him 500,000, 500K, maybe 600, maybe 7, which can easily go. I will accept it. What of Van Dijk? So do you give him 2, 3 years or 4 years? Are you looking at this? Okay, let's give the next 3 years more. How good will he be in the next 3 years? Because he's 32 years of age. And I also tell people, defenders kind of stay very long in the game than attackers and midfielders. Defenders stay more I think defenders stay more in the game than attackers, because if you look at Thiago Silva was like 40 years. He was almost like 40 when he left Chelsea. So I think defenders tend to age more when it comes to their longevity in the game. So I think it depends on how. I think the report that they want to give Van Dijk is demanding 3 years in the game. I don't know if Liverpool is gonna give him that 3 years because he's 32 already. So will they be able to give him that 3 years for him to stay more in the game? I don't know. I don't know, man. Are they gonna give him that 3 years to stay in the game, or are they gonna offer him 2 years? I think it depends on the priority FSG are prioritizing. Are they prioritizing Arnold because of his age, or they're looking at it that we don't want to give Arnold the money is demanding for, just because we don't think we don't want to bring the wage bracket for him, or are they prioritizing Van Dijk? I think it depends on what Arnold Slot want in terms of the managerial stuff, what he wants, and what the priorities for Liverpool. So also Liverpool fans need to understand something. You cannot blame Arnold choosing Madrid, because it's Madrid. Madrid will turn your head when it comes to them. I've seen Madrid need the right back. Carvajal is out of the season, and their right back, who is like an alternative, is Vasquez. That brother is not even a right back. He's a winger. He's also injured. Also, he's out of the season too. So you have to go for alternative. The number one priority for me is Alexander Arnold. So if they're gonna, I think their belief is if they can go for Arnold in January, it will be good for them. But maybe they can possibly just get like a pre-contract with him in January and get him moved in the summer. I think it depends. It depends on the priority of Liverpool, does Liverpool allow Arnold to leave without getting a replacement? And I think people are saying Conor Bradley is ready here, but Conor Bradley, does he have the same attribute or the same output as Arnold? I don't think so. I don't think so for me. I don't think he has the same attribute as Arnold because Arnold is an China. People can talk about the defending, but this year, I think he has been exceptional this year when it comes to defending. He's been good this year in terms of defending and everything. He's been good this year. So, because let's talk about defending. But this year, he has been very, very good this year. So, we can always talk about the defending stuff and everything in terms of that. Hold on. So, sorry guys. Like I was saying, guys, it depends on what I think. It depends on what Liverpool want, and I think, like I was telling to Liverpool fans, it's all about the priority at the moment right now. The priority for them is, are they prioritizing Arnold or are they prioritizing Van Dijk, or are they really prioritizing for me? So it depends on what is the priority for Liverpool. So I think, what are they prioritizing? Are they prioritizing Arnold? Because I think the money Arnold is demanding for, I don't think Liverpool will pay him. I don't think they will pay him because I don't think FSG will be able to say, okay, Trent, we'll give you the money you want just because of. I don't think they will pay him the money, and I think, and that depends. Van Dijk is 32, going to 33. Salah is at 33. So Salah can still play because of the way he keep himself fit and ready for the game. Salah could possibly give you like 2, 3 years in the game, possibly. Because Van Dijk is a defender. Van Dijk can still play to like 3 years, 2, 3, possibly. He can still play like that. So it depends on what Liverpool want in the aspect. But Madrid coming for him, for me, knows exactly what they want in terms of that aspect. They know exactly what they want. Going for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I think now it depends. It depends on the priority of FSG. What does FSG want? What does FSG want? So that's the key. What do they want? And I think it's key to know the priority of FSG first, because we know those ownership will not spend money. I think so. They will not spend money. So we'll see. We'll see how far they can go in that aspect. How far they can go, we don't know. We'll see. I don't think there should be enough panic, because if they are thinking they have enough priority, I don't think Conor Bradley is good, but is it not to the level of Arnold? I don't think so. So we'll see how far. I also want to have a discussion about Paul Pogba, because I've seen the report about Paul leaving as a free agent. So what I'm gonna say is, I think it depends on the club who needs. I don't think we need Labio. I know the fans might be dreaming. They might be wanting Labio, but what I'm gonna say, I don't think, because of the midfielder we have, I don't know where Labio fits, because who do we bring in to bench Labio? The fans have been debating a lot about Enzo Fernandez not good enough. I don't know with Labio. I don't know. So I don't know if Labella will be good enough in terms of, okay, let's bring in Labella to do well. So I think it's gonna be like a free agent, or it's already a free agent, because Madrid Juventus terminated his contract after the doping stuff that happens to him. So I think Juventus terminated his contract, and I don't know who wants to buy Labella. I'm hearing he might go to Saudi Arabia, or he might stay in Europe. So I think People are saying he might go to Saudi. People are saying he might stay in Europe. I don't know. I don't know where it goes to because in terms of him, Europe, I don't know. Europe, I think him staying at Europe, I don't know. It depends. Like who goes for him. I don't think we go for him because I think we have enough in that place. But I will not man. I will not man. I will not man Labio. I will not man. But again, who are we putting on the bench? There's Enzo Fernandez, there's Caicedo, there's Lavia. Like I don't know. It depends. I don't know. It's a little too weird. Labio is a fantastic player. Is a player I rate very very highly. But again, my question boils down to who? Where does he go? Who buys him? Where? Where does he go? Who buys him? So it depends. It depends on who buys Labio because it's gonna be a free agent possibly in January. So who buys him? Who goes for him? So I don't know which club want to go for him. I don't think big clubs in England want to go for him. It might goes to La Liga, where La Liga, Madrid really want him because Madrid have enough. Do Barca want him because I think Barca have enough. I think Barcelona have enough. So if I look at Atletico Madrid, I don't think Atletico Madrid wants him because of the way Diego Simeone set up his team. I don't know. It's a weird situation with Labio. My guess with Labio is very simple. I think my guess with Labio is maybe it might potentially goes to maybe like a league or maybe it's like a Turkish league. Maybe I don't think it's coming to EPL. Maybe a Turkish league, something like that. Maybe Fenerbahce or it might go to Galatasaray. I don't know. Maybe I don't think it goes to La Liga because Madrid are not going to buy him. I don't think so. I also don't think Barcelona will be able to buy him because Barcelona will have enough. So I don't think those two are for me out. Simeone, the way Simeone plays, Labio needs to work hard. He needs to be good defensively, and I don't think he's good defensively. So I don't know. EPL, I don't think United buy him because United have enough. As long as they don't want it, they have Mino, they have Ugatis, they have Casemiro. What does Labio fit? We don't want. I don't think Chelsea will buy him. One because of his age. He's 31 years of age. There's Fernandez, there's Caicedo, there's Lavia, there's Juice Bill. So we have a lot in the how do I put it in the midfield. So I don't think we bring in Labio. So the question that boils down to where does it go? I don't know. But maybe potentially Saudi Arabia, maybe Saudi, maybe Saudi Arabia. That's what I think it might go. Maybe that's where it might go. But I don't think I'm looking at Europe. Where does it go in Europe? I don't know where it goes in Europe. So maybe Saudi. That's my guess. Maybe Saudis might go to Saudi. That's my guess though. But with Labu, he's a fantastic player, someone I rate very highly. But this is it now. Where does it go? Because of the doping stuff, Juventus doesn't have him in their team because they have a manager like Thiago Motta who doesn't want him on his team. So now you have to make a decision. Where does it go? So where does it go? It depends on what they want going forward. And it's gonna be a big decision for Labio moving forward in terms of his decision. Where does it go? What does he want? Because I think and I listened to his interview, he said he wants to keep playing on a high level, on a consistent level. I think because he's of his age, I think he still have like maybe 2 3 years more in the game. Now I don't know. So now it depends on which team wants to take the risk on him. Is it is it really good enough on the Labio we know in terms of okay, you bring him in, you're gonna get the consistency in him. I don't know because I don't know which Labio we are getting. That's my take. I don't know which Labio Pogba we are getting. Are we getting a Labio who is dedicated? Is gonna be dedicated to the game. He's gonna do the defensive game and the attacking game. I don't know which Labio we are getting. I don't know. So it's a weird situation with Pogba. I don't know which Labio we are getting. So we have to wait to see how we can play after this doping stuff. So after the doping stuff, we have to see the Labio we want to see in terms of okay, which Labio are we getting? I think that's gonna be the key in terms of the aspect of the game. Which label we're gonna see? Are we gonna see the label? Someone that's gonna just work out, play the game, understand the game, just wanna play the game, or are we gonna see a different label dedicated to the game? The defensive aspect do it, the attacking aspect do it. So my question to it is, who is taking the risk on it? Who? I don't know who's taking the risk on Labio. I don't know. So I think we have to see with Labio because Juventus have terminated this contract. So it's already a free agent already. So anybody can buy him, have a conversation with him. He will look at the team that I think he will look at the team and make a decision. Where do I go? What what benefits me like in terms of okay, this is what I want, this is the club that benefits me, this is the team I want to play at, the consistency, this. I don't know. It depends on what does he want, what does the team that is the team that the question is the team bringing me in. What does the team want from him? So because if a team is going to bring a label, they have to factor something. Are you bringing a label of a dedicated label, or you are bringing in a label that is going to be like okay, I don't want to think about the game. I just want to play the game. So it depends on Labiu. He said it already in his interview. It's all about the game that is ready. It's dedicated already. It's keeping fit. It's ready. So we have to see which Labiu are they getting. We have to see which Labiu are they getting. I think that will determine. I don't think it goes on the Liga for me. I don't think Madrid buys him, and I don't think Barcelona buys him. That is me. I don't think those two teams will want him because their team is good enough to go for, and because of his age, he's 31 years of age. I don't think team are ready to take the risk on it but they don't know the label they are getting. I think once at my guess might be maybe a Saudi Arabia league or a Bundesliga league, maybe like a Bundesliga, maybe if he can go there and refine his game, maybe you can see a different level. But for now, I don't know. I do not know for me. I don't know. Well, I don't know the label we are getting. So I'll have to see which label are we getting. Is it dedicated label or someone who just want to play the game? So it depends on which program we are getting. For me, I think in January we'll be clear enough which label. People are saying Chelsea. I don't think we're going to buy this Fernandez, there's Lavia, there's Caicedo. You're not going to play Labio. Labio is to, because a player like him, you need him to be on the rhythm. Like he has to be rhythm. He has to play consistent games to be able to convince the manager is good enough. And is Labio willing to do the defensive aspect of the game? I don't know. I don't know because he's playing it very very long time. I don't know. So we have to wait and see to be able to decide and make a decision. I think we will see in January which Labio program we get it. But for now, I don't know. We will see guys like David, my people like David. So I want to also talk about, let me see. I want to talk about, I think I saw the talk about Lyon being relegated to League 2 due to their financial problem. And I think that's what the problem with this French team are. I think majority of the French team, especially their owners, I don't think they want to, I think sometimes they overspend in some aspect of the game by spending a lot of money in some aspect of the game when they spend it. And I also think some of the owners also don't want to spend too much. And especially Lyon. Lyon has a lot of play. They have a lot of talented squad. But I think the amount of money they spend in that aspect, maybe that's the reason they relegated to League 2. They have a very good players in them. They have a very good, there's Ryan Sheki. There's a lot of players in the rank where you can actually play for clubs. But it's gonna be devastating because Lyon are a very, very good team. Lyon are very, very Lyon have a very good squad. But the problem is them going to League 2 for me with the financial situation, I feel bad for them. That's why Paris Saint-Germain is dominating the league for me because I think because Paris has money, so that's the reason they're dominating. I think they have money, that's the reason they're dominating. So I think so. I think because of Paris Saint-Germain has the money, I think that is why they're dominating. Maybe that's why they're dominating because Paris has money. So when you have Al Khalifi, when you have Al
Oh,
Khalifi as the ownership, and I think that's the reason they're dominating the league.
yo, Abdullah.
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. I said, let me not be lazy and join
Late
my brother.
comer, always coming late.
Who day? Even if it's just you, I don't care.
Yeah. So I think what were you hitting? Because you told me you were hitting for like how many hours? Like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Like what you dey eat?
Guy, I was being lazy now. I'm just chilling.
Wait, what you dey eat? Are you eating semo, pounded yam or what?
No. Relax, man.
Because it's international break. Nothing much to talk about. When we were telling me you're eating, I'm like 5 minutes in. I'm looking at the time. What the heck is going on with this guy eating?
Yeah, guy. No, I ordered. I've made some money this week, so I ordered some nice takeaway.
You can't cook. You're ordering food.
No, I said I made money this week now, so I ordered some
So
Japanese
because you
food.
make a lot of money, it's not ordering food. Imagine.
No, you have to celebrate now. Can't die.
Relax. I get you.
When Chelsea were winning the league, I'm sure you were eating a lot
Relax.
of
When Chelsea win
takeaway.
the league, bro. When Chelsea when 04, 05, 05, 06, man, I was in Nigeria at that time, so it's like an enjoyment to me.
I always tell people on spaces like it's hard to really describe Chelsea's impact in Africa if you weren't there.
Yes.
I always say that Samsung hit in Murtala Mohammed was not a
Yes,
joke.
that Samsung kid is for me one of the best, man. One of the best.
Bro, that's business
The
class.
03,
That's
04,
business
05,
class
06.
type of
You see
flight.
that back-to-back league season, that was the best for me, man.
Fly Emirates Chelsea.
Yeah, for me, I prefer Samsung more than Fly Emirates. Maybe
For sure, Samsung was the hardest Chelsea.
because it's either Samsung. We won the UCL in 12 with Samsung.
Yes,
We won under
now.
Ancelotti with Samsung. We won under
Like
Osui.
I don't even want to start trouble, but for me, the Fly
Mhm.
Emirates Chelsea was, I think it was more overrated than the Samsung Chelsea.
I like the Samsung. The Samsung give us a lot of memories because I remember then when I was in Nigeria. Then I had the
What
Samsung.
joke?
I had
No,
the
because for
I
me,
had the
Fly
black
Emirates
for
for me
me.
is like, what I like about Fly Emirates Chelsea is it was more of like a team. Whereas
Yes.
obviously Samsung, you had more individuals. Whereas Fly Emirates, I remember like everybody seemed was involved. Wait, did Zola play in Fly Emirates?
Yes, I think he did. Yeah, I think he did in 1990 because I joined Chelsea in 97. So under Celeste,
Fly
once Celeste,
Emirates to me is like Ranieri,
the
Copicini,
Ranieri era because I joined under Celeste Babayaro, the Jim Babayaro,
Desai, I think,
the Sahi, myself the Sahi, the Zola,
Wayne Bridge,
yeah, there's a lot, man. But I
Damien
prefer the
Duff.
Samsung one though. The Samsung one gave me a lot because
But the Samsung one for me was
I
it
think
was the
because
fact
the
that
Euros final in
everybody
Moscow
looked serious in
when
that
we lost
kit.
to Moscow, I was pissed off because
No. For me, the Samsung one, it was the fact that everybody looked serious. You didn't need to. The Fly Emirates one, you knew the superstar, whether it was Crespo or whatever. The
yes,
Samsung one, everybody looked A class, whether it was Bosingwa, whether it was Jesus Merele.
yeah, Ramirez,
Samsung Ramirez, jeez.
Ramirez. You remember Ramirez? There's Meriles, there's Josie Benayoun we brought from you
Oscar,
guys. Fernando Torres, remember?
Oscar.
Oscar, Joan Mata.
Yeah,
So
that was I'd love to wait.
oh sorry, my bad.
Well, we're not going live.
But keep talking.
No,
We
Allah.
like already. So I think the Samsung one for me.
No, the one I wanted to
Really,
move the discussion to was did Kante play in Samsung?
no, Sam Kante was one. I think
Was he so he was only in that Yokohama stuff?
It was the Yokohama one we bought from. Is it China or Japan?
Yeah, I think that Yokohama era was actually a bit underrated.
The Yokohama one, I like the Yokohama one, but I prefer the Samsung one much better because the Ancelotti when we won the league under Ancelotti, when we went to Champions League final with Man United where we lost in Moscow, I could remember this kind of years too. So there was like a lot of the battles with Rafael Benitez in Anfield, the Stamford Bridge, the Champions League semi-final. Oh, that was late, man. That was late, man.
I
That was
think for
late.
me, the face of Samsung is Ricardo Carvalho. No, sorry,
Yeah,
the face
the
of Fly
Cavani, the
Emirates.
Terry, You remember Jeremy? I don't know if you know Jeremy.
He wasn't the face of the stuff, Joe.
It was the Jeremy, the Cameroonian. There's Jeremy, there's Giuliano Belletti, there's Deco. Deco came in, Michael Ballack also was there. Michael
Deco.
Ballack. There's Ballack also too. I think, yeah, there's a lot. I think Good Johnson too was in some of the Fly Emirates.
Fly Emirates, relax.
I think it was
Fly
Emirates.
boy.
Good Johnson, Damien Dove. Those are Emirates.
Good Johnson is a Fly Emirates
So they were like
sure.
Drogba, Lampard, Essien, Mikel, Ballack, Deco.
Nah, Mikel, I think is Samsung.
Yes, Mikel was Samsung. There's Essien too was Samsung.
Essien, Samsung.
Ramirez, there's Raul Mireles from Liverpool. I think it was him.
The one I even wanted to ask you about was what did you think of Real Madrid when they had Buin?
When they had who?
You remember when they had Buin?
Yeah, Bwin, BWIN.
Yeah. Kaka.
The Kaka one. I think that was when they got Ronaldo.
Yeah, I went to a friendly. I was very lucky. I went to a friendly in 2000 and his debut season at Real Madrid. I watched him versus AC Milan. Ronaldo, really nice game, Bernabeu stuff. But for me, I like to discuss these kind of things because I feel it helps to really kind of capture what was going on. Because for me, I don't think Manchester United have been serious since AIG.
Since AIG took over from them?
Remember when they had AIG? That's Tevez, Berbatov.
The Tevez era, Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, Ryan
No,
Giggs.
Van Nistelrooy was Vodafone. Relax.
Wait. I think did they play it with AIG too or no?
Never.
Did he? Okay.
Never. No, even
Who did not play with AIG? So it was
AIG
Rooney.
is like Jisung Park, bro.
That 9 to 5 player, that 9 to 5.
Relax.
I call him 9 to 5.
I said that.
I call him 9 to 5 player, Jason Pong. Alessandro like him a lot. Like, there's also the guy this guy, Ananda Chicharito. I don't know if you know Chicharito.
What do you mean? How can you ask me that kind of question?
Chicharito, the super sub, man. They have a lot of 9 to 5 players, man. They have a lot of 9 to 5 players. They have a lot, man.
Plenty, bro.
9 to 5. There's Chicharito. There's Jason Park.
Darren Fletcher.
I think there's Evra. I don't know. My problem, I don't know how I'm gonna wait Evra.
You cannot call Evra 95, bro.
Interesting.
Relax.
I want to ask something now. I know you heard the news about David Coote. Your take on David Coote, do you think is a tarnishment to PGMOL? Because I know you remember I was web referee in the early of 04, 05, 05, 06 era. Now the problem with David Coote is suspended by PGMOL. Is he a tarnish to PGMOL face in terms of referee? Because I've said it from day one. Why don't you bring in European referees and bring in women to the game? Let women also, it's like mix it together where European referees are gonna just officiating referees in terms of, because the way it is moving, especially the PGMOL, I'm hearing subjective calls, I'm hearing fleeting hands, I'm hearing it's a bad tackle, but it's not the red card. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? With the way
wait till I'm telling clear and obvious.
I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's like, I know it's English, but is English going above? Is it going above my expectation? The way I view the game, because the way EPL is doing, especially the PGMO, is speaking a lot of grammatical bullshit to me. My head is just rolling. So I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So
I mean, look, for me, right, the issue is Coote said something that was actually like offensive. So for me, the problem is you see, as a Christian, right, you're not really supposed to be surprised by anything, right?
Yes,
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, right? So you're not really meant to be surprised by anything, yeah? So Coote behaving like this, I'm trying my hardest to understand that every human being makes mistakes and all this stuff. But I think what he did seemed like, for me, the game needed to move away from him because I've lived in England a long part of my life. I've lived in London a long part of my life, so I accept certain things. Even don't let me talk about what everybody knows about Tuchel and his own habits.
No
However,
comments.
no comments, eh?
No
However,
comments.
yeah, what you can't do is be somebody who can't uh you can't yeah, okay, you get privileges as a referee. You have to then, the next step for Howard Webb is then, who can I trust to keep a hold of the privileges? Who can I trust to, just, when sometimes you make a decision about something, like in
Yes.
business, and it's not a case of you like the person or you don't like the person, it's just that you can't trust the person. So for me, with the Coot situation, is giving Howard Webb headache because Howard Webb probably knows all sorts of things are going on. Like in any damn workplace, if you ask any accounting firm or
Yes,
KPMG to
yes,
talk
yes,
about
yes.
what is going on in their company, it's just,
Yes.
unfortunately, it's just in football is one of the few jobs, like a pilot, that
Yes.
you are basically live and everybody's watching you when you go to work. So for me, what Howard Webb is probably going to be most disappointed in is not that it happened, but is the way it got out. Who is this guy? Are you gay? Like, who is this guy that you're talking with? What's this nonsense? Like, he's not going to be, no adult. If I've had uncles with cocaine habits and my own father doesn't speak to them like a child, but it's a case of, can you not fix up for work?
Yep.
Nobody's gonna start talking to you like your dad. You're a referee. But it's about what nonsense is it? What kind of stupid weekend social is this?
Yep. And especially the area of social media we are right now. My goodness.
And apparently, him and the guy are like boyfriends. So, and we all know whether you're gay or straight, romance is romance. So, you know that those type of things only happen out of like breakup. And the guy said, "Okay, I'm gonna ruin your life," type of P.
Yes. I'm also hearing there was a dispute between him and the guy in terms of how much the guy was asking David Cook, and David was like, "I'm not gonna pay you that." This kind of stuff.
Yeah. In terms of I'll
The
leave the
one, I
game.
think I'm hearing five. Is it 5 grand or 10 grand? I'm something like that.
And
So
in England, it's not even on whether they have the cash or not. In England, it's just like, America. So people will look at the options and say, why would I argue with this guy and I'll just pay? Like
yes, yes.
PDD. Whereas in England, it's more of a thing of like, you don't want to feel bullied. So you call the person's bluff and tell them, oh yeah, leak the stuff. I dare you. Whereas, you know, the Coots guy, I'm gonna be honest. I don't blame the Coots guy for not thinking that the stuff will get leaked. Like I don't blame him for thinking that surely there's no way this guy will actually leak this stuff. I don't blame him
But the
for
problem,
think.
because I watched the video more than one time, because I think
Yes,
it
now.
was who tagged me on Twitter, because I had this Twitter group. We always kind of interact with football a lot, but somebody who tagged me, there was somebody that tagged was like, Abdul, check this out. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this? The person tagged me the first time. Then I was just laughing. I did not finish it. I was like, Liverpool, yeah, but like the club is torn. Liverpool. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Excuse me, what? So, and apparently, it was having a drug party after the Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur Carabao Cup match. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the heck is this?
No, but I have no comment on that.
But for me, this is like, I know who our web is when it comes to refereeing. I know that man is a terrible referee.
Like,
Now
I
we are
have no
making him.
comment on the drug side of things now.
So, but we are making him the chief executive referees official now. And I've been saying it for a very long time, for like more than a lot of that now. Bringing European referees into the game, involve more women into the game, because women are commentating very well. So why don't you do like a mixed refereeing where there will be less controversy? Just focus on the game, because I think in my head I'm thinking EPL want controversy. Maybe they want it to generate more revenue, maybe more money, more commercial. Maybe like they want to generate more. Maybe they believe, okay, if we can have more controversy, people will watch us more, people will listen to us more because of the era of social media we are right now. So we can get more click. I'm like, okay, I can in some extent I can understand that, but in another sense, I'm like, that's being stupid. It's weird because PGMOL is like, it's weird because the officiating in EPL is abysmal, and I'm hearing floating hands, and I'm hearing subjective calls. I'm like, hold on a minute. It's a bad tackle. It doesn't. It's not a red card. I'm like, what is going on with this? What is going on with officiating? Just be straight. Is it a red card? Yes, give him a red. Let him move away. Simple. And sometimes the inconsistency in the league today, penalties. Next tomorrow, no penalties. Today red card. Not tomorrow red card. So I think David Cook being suspended that for me will put more scrutiny on other referees like Taylor, who is having a very terrible record with Chelsea. I don't know. I know you very well. You know he's officiating.
Yes, now.
So Michael Oliver with Liverpool that's a problem too. Chelsea with Taylor. A lot of referees will be a lot of spotlight a lot in terms of they must not make any single mistake, because if they make one mistake, they are done. They are done. They know that for sure that they are done. So they'll be careful now in terms of the way they officiate. And this is where I look at our I'm like, what do you do to bring a solution to this game? What do you do? Because they have been saying this since August with this semi-automated offside. Semi-automated offside was supposed to be brought in October. It's been postponed till November. We passed November. Now I'm hearing it's going to be brought on in January. I'm like, why don't you do the test run in August, in September after the international break? Do the test run. Let's see how it's going to work. Must you only draw the lines? Is it compulsory to draw the lines? Is it?
That's stupid they do.
Go ahead.
No, I said that's stupid nonsense that they do.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I don't know. It's weird with the refereeing stuff, man. Because it's weird. I'm looking at how does our referee fix this stuff happening? Because for me, him himself as a referee is a very terrible referee. We know what our when it comes to officiating. We know how terrible it is when it comes to officiating. So where do you see the solution coming from? Like, do you think other referees will be scrutinized more?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. God damn, the way I've been talking, I didn't look at my life. No. Let's not do revisionism. I don't remember Howard Webb being a terrible referee. He actually made it to a World Cup. He made it to a World Cup final, bro.
Relax. I don't want to talk, but if I have to talk,
he managed World Cup final, bro.
World Cup final. I remember Chelsea matches, Chelsea United match. I don't want that World Cup to put that match.
Yeah, but that's because Ferguson had a certain power. So don't cry.
Let me cry. I beg. Let me cry. I should have won more Premier League titles even if I would win.
You collected enough.
I don't collect enough, relax. I wanted to win I wanted to win more, but I can understand that.
Balak, all of them collected.
Because I say this thing a lot. It's all about egos. EPL left this ego stuff. Do you think they're gonna actually officiate an European reference into the game? I doubt it. Though. I doubt it for me.
Nah, it's like a contract that PGMOL have to. They're the only ones. Where the issue is in the fact that they are the ones that choose the hiring. That's where the problem is. Like, they shouldn't be allowed to fucking choose how referees are hired. Like, they can be the ones to control the who gets which match. I have no problem with that, but the fact that basically you can't set up, let's say, a referee organization, and then maybe, let's say, me and you invest like 20 million, and we go and get all of our refs lots of experience, maybe, easier leagues to break into. Maybe we have, like, all of our refs have experience in Scotland, experience in, like, maybe we get like Bundesliga 2, maybe we get some La Liga. The fact that you can maybe set up that whole company, but the issue is by law, they will have to be, you have to make a partnership with PGMO. You cannot make a partnership as a referee organization directly with Premier League.
Okay, you have to make it with the PGMO first.
That's the issue.
Okay.
So it's like a cabal in Nigeria, like those staff in supermarkets. They'll tell
I
you there's no
understand that.
Gary.
Now I
They'll say
understand.
there's no Gary, even though they're hiding it.
Okay.
Then the Oga will be wondering why his Gary is not selling. They'll say, oh, guys, spoiled.
So now it's like a contract now where you have to agree with PGMOL before you can even
Yeah, it's like a freaking bastard club, man.
Interesting.
So
Because
they
I
have
think
cut the stuff. That's why do you think all of them come from like one part of England?
I'm confused. I'm hearing Nottingham. I'm hearing London. I'm hearing like
No, they're
Manchester.
not only from London, bro. It's not London. It's all Northwest England.
I'm like Nottingham. I'm hearing you.
Nah, it's like Manchester, bro. Cheshire, all that stuff.
I'm like, whoa, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, they're not from.
You know the most annoying part about it is when I was just do the releasing of Didi. You know those when they release VR stuff, when they talk, sometimes I just put it on mute because it pisses me off a lot. Check. Can you stop there? I'm like, okay, is this a penalty? I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, you know, like when you speak normal British English and when you speak normal American English, be like, okay,
Yeah.
my goodness, what is this? What is this? When they release the video, I'm like, can you just speak a normal proper English? Also, yeah, I'm hearing, can you hold on a little bit? Is this a pen? I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hear. I'm gonna put it on mute, man. Excuse me?
Yeah.
God damn. I'm like, what is this? So I want to see what's gonna happen to like someone like our Antonio Taylor, Michael Oliver in terms of because now there'll be a scrutiny on them. I'm not joking. There'll be a scrutiny at them because they'll be looking at a different atmosphere in terms of the way they look at them. Because now people will be like, okay, let's see what especially Taylor, who has a very terrible record with Chelsea. It won't go well because Chelsea fans will be saying it. We don't want him to officiate us again because we know he's going to be biased against us. Same thing with Oliver with Manchester United and I think Liverpool. You guys have a problem with him too. So I think you guys will be like,
no. We don't have a problem with Oliver. We have a problem with well, the thing is Jurgen Klopp has now gone. So it's almost like a new vibe because obviously he's on his slots. But Jurgen Klopp had a lot of problems
yes, I
with
know.
a lot of referees. And as much as I think it was good sometimes, I also felt like he sometimes brought unnecessary stress to the club, even though it's always good.
Okay. But don't you think is good for like yes, I know the captain has the chance to challenge the referee, but a lot of the managers sometimes if thing doesn't go, manager have the right to challenge in terms of ask a referee a question like what's going on here? Give us a decision. Sometimes the referee doesn't give that decision, they just want to walk you. I'm like, why are you walking away? Because you did a very terrible job today. Why are you walking away? Just give an explanation and move on.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm just not interested too much. Obviously, I'm here streaming with my guy Abdullah, so I'll contribute to the conversation, but I really don't care. And the reason why I don't care is because I've seen the best teams, including my club and your club, we figure out how to avoid the referee affecting your game.
Affecting your game. Just win your game, that's it.
Just win your damn game. Like, so both of us at our levels, we know how to win without the referee stressing us. So that's one thing that I hate about Arsenal. Like, I've seen them with their best of teams.
Yes,
I've seen them know how to win without the referee even saying shit. So for me, I don't think all of us need to go back to having that attitude.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now I want to have a different conversation with you now because I saw the report today. I'm like, maybe I want your honest opinion. I know you have a problem with FSG. Your take on trend.
By the way, I don't care. Bro, I'm here. Let me roll my weed. I'm here with you. If it's just us, it's cool. But just prepare me. After other people joining.
Yeah,
because I know it's American time, so I'm not. I know you start streaming from 2. I'm sure it's like something calm in Chicago, maybe like 6 now or something.
Because of my time zone and everything is kind of different. But your take on Arnold, Contract, Van Dijk, and Salah. What is going? Can you give a breakdown about what's going on exactly? What's going on?
Yeah, no problem. So it's fairly simple, right? The first context is number one, right? We did not buy anybody this summer.
Yes.
And for me, one of the things that really kind of confused me was I felt like the industry didn't really react to us not buying a player.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for you because I'm you're part of the people online that I feel, you know, like Liverpool fans, we have been beaten into submission by our owners. So I don't even expect us to put the most pressure. Like I've donated money to fly a plane before. British pounds, sterling. Don't ask me why.
No comments.
To fly. Do you remember that game? I think it was the Chelsea game we did it. When Mudryk had his game against Milner or something.
Yes. I remember his first Premier League appearance.
Yeah, and we flew a FSG outplane.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I was part of the people that invested in the stuff.
Wow.
Yes, no. I put my £150 for the plane.
Wow. So do you think?
So basically, right. So just to give you the full answer, right? So, where we're at is the industry, in my opinion, didn't really react to the stuff. Us not buying one player. And that confused me because I thought more people would have been kind of pressuring FSG from the other side in terms of, wow, Liverpool didn't buy and it's not a player. Now the reason why I'm bringing up this point is because now I'm hearing it's being brought up in terms of Annie Slot, and I'm hearing it being brought up in a context that doesn't warm my spirit because it's not putting Liverpool at the highest sort of point of conversation. And the reason why, and what I mean by that is, I'm hearing Liverpool didn't buy a player being brought up in the context of Arteta.
Yes.
Do you follow me?
Yeah, I follow you. Yes.
So as a Liverpool fan, I have been going crazy by myself about the fact that we didn't buy a player, right? And I was hoping, when first thing, like, don't even piss me off, Abdullahi. As if with Potter, the first team was Chelsea fans. Then when Chelsea fans were not doing enough, did you not beg for the rest of the football world to say, please, man, we have an imposter in our club?
Yes. I remember that. It was only
Enke was the only one
that
but
was
sometimes
like,
you need everybody to, like, Arsenal fans needed all of
Enke.
us to get Wenger out.
I know he's listening and he's hearing me. Enke was the only one that was Potter in. Everybody was Potter out.
Is Enke here?
I think he's listening. He's not here, but he's one of the moderators listening.
Tell him to pull up now. But basically,
he's listening. It's because it's one of the Grand Potter in and out. So he is listening. That one I'm very sure of for that. He's listening.
Yeah. So my point is that in football, right? Football teams and fans, we love to act like we exist in silos, but there are times when we need each other. There are times when we need each other. So for me, where we need each other is when you feel like your board are not doing enough. Like you needed more pressure for Potter, for Bowley to finally accept that this is a stupid P. So with the first thing for me is, how come you and the rest of the football industry didn't react to us not buying a player like that? Is that because the rest of the football world actually believe in our, not believe, but you respect our squad more than you like to admit? Not you, you are a normal person, but generally speaking, people like to pretend like Van Dijk is washed to make themselves feel better. True or false?
Yeah, but I also look at it this way, in terms of Arnold contract is about it's 25 already. And I
I'm
think
getting there. You have to first understand the context. So, us not buying a player, the reason why I'm talking first about the rest of the football world. Now, let's get to the Liverpool fans. I don't trust me, I don't avoid conversation. The reason why the Trent thing, why you didn't hear too much complaints from us Liverpool fans about not buying the players, because we believe this was a money saving exercise because of the level of money that is going to be needed to keep these three. That's the first checkpoint of the conversation. Do you understand? So we didn't, not that we justified it, but we accepted this Chiesa window because of we respected that. Number one, any person that thinks, yeah, you can dare approach Mohamed Salah with even a suggestion of contract decrease, you're gonna lose him, just because of this. Remember when Tevez, and then they ended up offering Tevez more money after.
yes.
Even Chelsea have made that mistake with some players. It's always the worst when you try to have too many meetings. You just have one meeting. It's better to tell the player that relax, so while putting our money together, please now give us time. Is it not better to beg the player for more time than to try and offer them stupidness?
Yep.
So that's what Liverpool are doing right now. I'm telling you, it's like freaking Lagos Island Market, bro. We're collecting our Expedia money from the training sponsor. We're collecting all our monies that we can. All of our monies that we can.
So for Arnold, Van Dijk, and Salah now, because if those three players leave, I'm telling you right now, if those three players leave, for me, this is how I view it.
Okay, so first thing, right? I'm not going to be rude and to shut down one part of the combo, but I can't take a conversation seriously where you're suggesting that all three of them leave. I just can't have that kind of conversation, bro. What kind of conversation is that?
What do you say?
I said I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't continue a conversation that suggests all three. Not because I'm an emotional Liverpool fan, but because you're just saying things.
Okay, my opinion.
Like, do you know what you just suggested was my captain is leaving? Is that what you believe?
No. What I'm saying is because I heard the report that Arnold is demanding for high money. Same thing.
So then speak about Arnold. Don't conflate. Speak about one by one.
Okay, with Arnold now, because there's this talk about Madrid come and is demanding for like 350 and everything, which I'm like, okay.
And also Madrid are looking for Pedro Porro, but you don't want to bring that one.
Yeah, they're looking for Pedro Porro too, and
I'm joking. I know that one is
Pedro Porro. They're looking at TAA, and they're looking at somebody again. I'm forgetting.
No, I'm joking. I'm just deflecting the Pedro Porro.
What I'm saying is, with regards to Arnold, now this is my own. This is my own. Looking at it as a rival now. This is why I'm looking at it. The money Arnold is demanding for above Salah, above Van Dijk, does he really guarantee that? I'm not sure, because I believe I believe VVD and Salah are more pivotal to Liverpool than Arnold. For me, that is me, because what Salah will give you, even if you're gonna bring in another winger like maybe Mbeumo, Diagon, anybody, they cannot give you what Salah is giving in terms of goals and assists, because that brother has been consistent for like 7 years now, consistent level. It's been there. And with Van Dijk, it has also been there too. It's been there also too. So those two for you will give you more than what Arnold will give you, because he's a fantastic player. But what Salah and Van Dijk will give you, I don't think it's gonna be below. I don't think it's gonna be what Arnold will give you, but I don't think it's gonna be what Arnold will give you in terms of higher. Because if you're gonna replace Salah, you're gonna replace him with someone that is on the border of like a world class or the verge of being a world class, someone that is extremely good, that you know season after season after season, he will give you what's close to what Salah will give you, or just exactly what Salah will give you. And it's difficult to find in world football now. With Arnold, you can actually say, we can replace Arnold and bring someone else. Not give us what Arnold give us, but exactly same thing like that. So if it's gonna be demanding going to Madrid for me, I can understand that. But the money stuff, I know FSG will not pay him that money. I'm sorry, they will not pay him that money. But losing him, not that much. But losing Salah and Van Dijk for me is bigger than losing a Trent. I don't know what you think. What do you think? Do you think losing Arnold more will pay you more, or losing VVD and Salah? Are you there?
Oh, sorry. When you talk, I always go on mute, so
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
feedback.
Yeah.
So, right. Here's my issue. Number one is you completely either forgot or just somehow disregarded my comments, my whole explanation, sorry, at the start about Arnold. Sorry, about the Chiesa window.
Okay.
How can you say that you have listened to me initially and then say you know already in your heart that FSG are not going to pay that money? Why did you listen to me explain to you the financial saving that we made by not buying anybody? Like if you listen to me, how can you then land that same line? And by the way, I'm not attacking you to say that you are
Yes.
not wrong to feel based on history. It is probably a good bet to suggest that FSG won't do it. But if I'm now presenting to you that Liverpool Football Club did not buy anybody, what the hell do you think they're saving the money for? Cavascalia? Do you think my club is West Ham? Come on, bro.
It's
Now,
tough,
where
man.
the conversation is very interesting, and what I do take seriously from what you said is, and where the real, I don't even need to just say it, take it from you, pause. It is the fact that it's the salary hierarchy. That, and Chelsea have been there, is the biggest
Yes.
beef when you have a successful team. Because when you have a successful team, everybody has so many different opinions on who is the main person because they are
Yes.
winning. Whereas when you are doing kind of like us now, you know, it's clear, Saka, Odegaard. When they win, things will change. If they win, sorry. So the issue is number one, right? Because there's a lot of facts in this conversation, Abdullahi.
Yeah.
So I'd rather help you with the facts rather than all this kind of nonsense updates that people are doing. So, number one, Van Dijk, when he joined the club, had a contract that said what do you call it? That said he has to be the highest paid player. Yes. And I'm sure you're familiar as a Chelsea fan with these types of things with big players. I know Ballack
Yes, I know.
had that. I know Ballack had that one. I know he did. That's why you had to let him go, because he had his image right. So you guys had to pay him some dirty money per game or something. He had to go. I know that story very well. Then beyond that, you have so what happened was in 2022, especially when Van Dijk got his injury, he wasn't really in a position to fight, and his agent, and there's a lot of respect in the squad as well. So he wasn't able to fight that stuff in 2022 when Salah got the 350. He wasn't able to. So and also he let it go.
Interesting.
So what happened was, based on respect in the hierarchy in the squad, and I'm sure you can understand this as
Yes, I
well.
do.
You can probably understand that Van Dijk, if there's any player that he will say, okay, fine, you can pay him more than me. So Mohamed Salah is 33. He's
Van
a
Dijk is
bigger brand
32.
than Van Dijk. Van Dijk is a serious brand, but he respects Salah. You get
Yep.
cool. Now the problem is Trent. No matter how much Van Dijk loves Trent, and he really, really loves the boy, there's no way in hell Van Dijk, even Van Dijk's goddamn cleaner, is not gonna let him collect less money.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my exact point.
So my thing is, forget trying to land the punchline of all three. It's very separate. The issue is the Van Dijk and Salah salary matching. Because Van Dijk is willing to stay on his wage. People don't know this. I know his brother personally.
Interesting.
Van Dijk is the captain. Liverpool, when you do that captain, we know this as big clubs. We have trapped you.
Yes. We are putting you cannot go anywhere anymore.
Look at Reece James making sure he was.
See, that's what I'm saying. With them being the captain, they don't bother to go anywhere because they've trapped him already with the kid, him being the captain.
Our size of clubs, bro. Is one of those. So Van Dijk won. Like, if you want me to do boardroom talk, let's get real. Van Dijk is the player that is being bullied in the boardroom, and that's because of his age, his options. Liverpool can turn around at Van Dijk and say, "Look, where the fuck are you going? Fucking Inter Milan? Shut up, man. Relax. You're not going anywhere. Stop bluffing. Talking nonsense. My guy, you're like 33. Liverpool is your home. You own this team. You're the manager of this damn team with slots. Like, where are you really going? Don't lie to us. Like, have you seen Van Dijk his team haven't even bothered to put out rumors about Barca or any nonsense because they know that it will just look stupid. Like, my brother, where are you going? Shut up. Like, my brother, play your tennis, Joe. You play for Liverpool. As a player of football, cool. So, I have to have a attitude that is a bit, how can I put it? A bit bold. I have to be bold at points because I can't always, be nice in this situation. So, number one for me is Van Dijk. I'm sorry, Van Dijk, but I have to put you in my Excel file as you are staying. I have to assume you're staying. I can't be going through my life when my wife is asking me, is Van Dijk staying? So Edwards will be saying, I'm not sure. He's not right. He's not right, bro. He has to tell his wife, at least minimum one of them is on. You lie. Yeah, his wife has to think, okay, there's only one problem for my husband at work, which is maybe the Trent one, and she can respect that level of problem that, okay, wahala day, he gets.
Yes.
But your wife cannot expect trouble landing Van Dijk stuff. I'm sorry. Like, the guy is 33, that one should be organized. No problem. Cool. The Salah one is just a money thing. In terms of the issue is the way we have left it, right? I think, and this is where I'll show you that I'm not, being vulnerable about this situation. I think Salah is in his right to ask for pay increase. Let's get real, Abdullah.
Yeah. For the last 7 years,
Abdullah, I think he can ask for
has been
increase,
very
bro.
consistent. He has been consistent for you guys. Goal scoring, assists. This is I was checking something. Was it yesterday? When I was on my phone, I was checking the stats. I hate using those bullshit, but recently, because of the era we are right now, we have to check the stats. 90% of the Liverpool games this season have gone to Mohamed Salah. He has single-handedly won Liverpool games a lot. Just him only this season. Goals and assists. So if it's demanding 400, that brother needs to be given the money. That boy is deserved a lot because for the last 7 years, I could tell you he's the most consistent player in the Premier League, not even for Liverpool only. Because he's delivered, he's shown enough that I'm good enough to guarantee this amount of money because I'm good enough. I am good enough, but again, age 33, how long can he play till? Can they play till like 36, 36?
No. Let's be serious. Let's be guided. Like nobody in Liverpool's boardroom. The one thing that they're not worried about is what do you call it?
Salah?
Yeah. The one thing they're not worried about, and the same with Van Dijk, right? If you keep just to keep the conversation football quickly, the same with Van Dijk in terms of Van Dijk's biggest strength, right? And the reason why we are comfortable offering him contract to all of these contracts, by the way, we're not going to do the Arsenal stuff. Like one thing I know for sure from a good connect at the club is that we're not even thinking about offering any of them +1. Like we're not even considering the idea of offering them +1.
Interesting.
So I know that the one thing I can guarantee you on this space is we have not done anything rude or stupid yet to any of the players, right? However, taking time is also, it's not as bad as offering what Arsenal did with the +1 stuff. However, it's like the fact that we're offering the 2027 is sorry, the fact I'm just doing something. So the fact that we're offering 2027, right, is because we're not worried about any of them physically. Sure, you get.
Yes.
So Van Dijk's biggest physical strength is his aerial duels. The guy's aerial duels are disgusting. So that's why we're not stressed about that first thing. Same thing almost I would say with John Terry, to be honest. I'll say same thing with John Terry.
So what I'm thinking is like what you said now, it may be reason a little bit in terms of. Well, let me even ask you, when is Arnold Van Dijk and Salah's contract expire? Is it next year or
It's all
2026?
next year, no +1.
So their contract is on the 2027, right? The three of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so by next year they will only have 2 more years in their contract.
No, it's done. It's done from 2025.
So from 2025 is done.
Yeah.
So because the reason I ask that is let's say now Salah Arabia comes in June and offers Salah money. Do you think Liverpool will be able to say, okay, we will accept the money and let's hear what Salah is gonna say of what he wants? Or let's say Madrid comes in with big offer for, let's say Madrid say, okay, Liverpool, we're gonna offer you maybe 70, 60, then we want Arnold. Do you think Liverpool will accept that?
When?
Maybe they can agree to contract in January, or maybe by June they will say, okay, let's go all out for Arnold. The way they did with Jude, let's go all out for Arnold and offer Liverpool.
No. Don't be silly, bro.
You don't think it's gonna happen?
Nah, man. Why would they do that? Like, why the hell would they waste their time being quoted bastard money by Liverpool?
Because
why would they waste their time?
I know Madrid wants Arnold. I know they want him. I know.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that, but I'm just saying, like, why would they waste their time?
Interesting.
Like when they can try and get him.
Because
sort of for free. Like Why would they do that when they can get him for free?
On the right back. Carvajal is leaving. Carvajal is injured. They are fucked because they don't have a right back. They want to go all out for Arnold. I'm like, okay. First, you have to speak to Liverpool first because you have to know Liverpool. So I think Arnold have a problem joining Madrid. It's all about agreeing with Liverpool and making the deal come true. Arnold have no problem because he can agree to Madrid and say, I want to go to Madrid. It's all about agreeing to FSG and tell FSG.
Trent Alexander-Arnold will probably lose his legs if he even thinks he can go in January. So let's just like dead that convo. I have no problem approaching the summer convo, but bro, like I'm top of the league. Do you think Trent's family will be safe? Him rocking the boat in Liverpool like that? Like, dude, please think about. Don't you remember what happened with Gerrard when you tried to?
And I remember Chelsea, Gerrard. I remember.
Like, bro, nothing has changed in Liverpool, bro.
Wow, I remember.
Bro, like Trent's address is known. He lives in West Derby, Liverpool, bro. Like people know his mom on Twitter Spaces, bro.
Wow.
Like this stuff is not like, bro. Bro? If he even dead, I promise you, Gerrard will phone him and ask him, what the fuck are you playing at? It's not about whether you want to leave or you don't want to leave, but just like Gerrard, McManaman, Owen, do your talk stuff in the summer. Don't fucking affect McAllister's season or fucking Salah season or fucking Gravenberch. Who are you to disturb about your teammate's season? Are you mad?
So you think it will happen?
Sorry, you cut.
Based on what I'm thinking and what I've been seeing, I think Arnold will probably move to Madrid in the summer.
Yeah, I can approach that convo because there's more like substance to that.
I think he will move in the summer. I don't think he will be in January.
This January stuff is very childish to suggest, Abdullah, bro. It's very childish stuff, man.
Okay. Well, people City have been good enough when it comes to the league, but what I can guarantee a lot of people is City will be back, and I think City have done this a lot when it comes to August to December when they play crap. But January, is it January, February stuff? They can 17 games unbeaten. Man City does that a lot. That doesn't surprise me.
I've seen Liverpool do it a lot.
Liverpool do it a lot of the players. Liverpool do it a lot. But I think I'm looking at this. I'm going to join Liverpool in this December picture going to January in terms of Newcastle, City, and the big team here. I want to see how they do in terms of the way they play. Because I think City will be back. For me, they will be back. I don't know how many games they're going to win until January when they have to.
I mean, bro, my first issue is City. Why are people saying they'll be back? They have not gone anywhere. Where did they go?
Hey, I've seen this game before with Manchester City. It doesn't freak me. It does not. With City, it doesn't freak me.
They'll be back.
Nah,
I've seen them before.
that's why I'm the one questioning the way you're talking. What do you mean back? Where did they go?
In terms of the form they are right now, it
No,
doesn't
no. The
surprise
reason
me.
why I say that is because I watched the Brighton game, and I'm not. My eyes did not lie to me. City were decking them in that first half, and I think I really rate Brighton. I think they're a really good team. So for me, it's like City haven't gone anywhere. I just actually have a level of respect for their injuries, but because I'm actually a football connoisseur, I don't have the feeling towards the same injuries as the rest of the masses and the public. For example, when you have a player who football at the highest level of management is about when you review your own manager, you basically judge him on the problems you expect him to expect. Listen to my English very closely there. The issues you expect your manager to already have as a list of potential issues. Normally, that happens when you, for example, you buy a player for a lot of money, or they start doing well for the first couple of years. The first thing at our level, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, the first thing we ask is, okay, this Coutinho, this is happening. What's your plan for when this stuff doesn't go well? Or are you a Brendan Rodgers guy or an Arteta guy that just wants everything to go right? I don't hold Pep in that level. He's a higher level. So the reason why I say that is, as the high level guy I am, I don't give a fuck about Rodri's injury, because a player that is that important for you, I expect you to already be having sleepless nights as a paranoid manager as to what am I going to do when this guy isn't here.
Yes, exactly.
But where, as a high level analyst I am, the kind of injuries I have sort of a bit more empathy for, whether it's Chelsea, City, any club, are things like Oscar Bob. The reason why I say Oscar Bob is a manager at Guardiola's level. You can allow him to say, I never expected this from Bob. I'm managing Bernardo Silva. I'm winning Champions League, Premier League. Like, I can't. But he still had the eye for the talent of the boy. So, and then his Oscar Bob became really important in their team. If he wasn't there, if he was fit, they wouldn't be playing that Matthias Nunes left wing, who is trying his hardest, but it's very nasty to see the stuff. So, for example, for me, the injuries I look at with City is number one is Oscar Bob, bro. I'm telling you, that guy is a big part of their squad. The guy had enough status in the squad to make it a problem. Do you remember when he hadn't signed his contract extension? You know, Norway is building a new vibe now. You know how sometimes our clubs we invest based on, we think, you know, when you invested in Croatia, Kova, and all this stuff. So sometimes we, you know, as big clubs, we invest in nations, not just in leagues. You buy one Moroccan, you buy 3. You buy one Portuguese. Look at Chelsea, you buy 7. Man United had 1 Irish, 2 Irish. Suddenly there's 10. O'Shea, all of them are there. So for me, the first injury that I have empathy for, number one, is Oscar Bob. For number 2, the injury I have a little bit of empathy for is
Ake.
Fuck off.
Ake.
Do you know who I am? Why would I be? Do you know the way I judged Jurgen Klopp for when Van Dijk? I said, "Are you mad? Are you mad?" So Van Dijk was just going to be like a gate man that doesn't sleep.
Interesting.
So my first thing with the Pep situation is I'm different to the masses. I have empathy for Ake's injury, Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob is the main one for me. However, what I am so disappointed in the industry for is the way he's not being called out for totally underestimating the contribution of Julian Alvarez. Amateur stuff. I only make interesting points now. This is Arium.
Because in the summer, because when we're doing
disrespecting that Alvarez boy.
Yeah, because I was talking to Blue Eyes, and I think Abdul too was doing when we were talking about. I don't know how can Man City sell Julian? That guy's like 20, 23, 24
I know
for
the profit
95
was
million
nice. Let's
euros.
be balanced. The
How
profit
do you
was sweet.
sell
The profit was sweet.
if Alan doesn't throw somebody to put it
No, but first, let's respect the profit. It
Alvarez?
was a
Instead of
sweet,
player
it
like
was sweet
Alvarez
profit.
and
No, but
Manchester
first,
City would be
Abdullah,
great.
let's respect the profit. It was nice from them. And you know, everybody's always accusing them. You know, Chelsea, you spend money, but you always have the perfect rebuttal in the argument when you just say, call bam, call bam, call bam. And everybody has to have to respect the revenue. Man City, they are
Yeah.
still suffering from those allegations of you just spend money. So they are trying to write. So I understand why they looked at the Julian Alvarez play as, this is a chance to show the industry that we're not just buying, we also sell and contribute and PSR. But for me, they could have done it with other players, not Alvarez.
Because that brought that for me. The amount of I don't have people rating, but he can score goals. He can score goals, and it's very.
Yo, my
Alvarez is
guy
very
got like
clinical. People doesn't
30
like
goal
that one.
contributions last year for them.
Exactly, and I'm confused that how did, because even if you want to sell, I can understand you sell Palmer because Palmer wanted to leave.
But
To sell
that's the problem when
Alvarez
you go, continue.
because I understand why you sell Palmer because Palmer wanted to leave. But what is kind of because I was having this very conversation with King Black. I was having a back and forth with him. Me and him always talking. I'm like, King, I don't know you don't rate Alvarez, but I rate Alvarez very high, and I know how good of a player he is because I've watched him for River Plate a lot in terms of in and Enzo Fernandez. But when they break through from River Plate now to Manchester, I'm like, okay, I want to say because I know he's good, but will Pep be able to because of the way Pep plays? Will he stifle Alvarez in terms of don't do too much, just do this? Because if you're gonna bring a player like Alvarez, you're telling me I'm gonna play you with Haaland. I'm not benching Haaland for you. Then there's a problem because Alvarez believe is good enough and is even better than Haaland. If a player is telling you is good enough and is better than Haaland, then that's a problem you don't want to have as a manager. That's a problem you don't want to have. Now there's a problem because Alvarez believe I'm good enough and I can bench Haaland, so I should be able to play more games, start more pivotal games like City, Arsenal, United. I don't want to be put on bench. I don't want to play on the wing. I want to play as a number 9. I want to play as a number 9 where my talent will be able to show enough because in my head I believe Alvarez believe is good enough and it's better me talking because I've spoken to a lot of City fans who tell me they rate Alvarez very highly and they were like in their head they were like is Pep sick? Is the board also sick to let Alvarez leave? But they also said they can understand why he leave. I'm like Alvarez is a good player so you letting him leave and not getting a replacement is weird. Very weird. So in this situation now the way the situation they are right now, it doesn't surprise me because if Alan is not informed or is being marked out of the game, who do you turn to? I'm just telling Pep, if you don't want to be against Liverpool, Arsenal, so you have to look at then he believes some important and pivotal match, which Pep doesn't believe in. So there is a problem. There's a problem with there's a problem of hierarchy in the situation. In terms of Julian Alvarez for me. I don't know if
I mean,
what,
for me, the
what I mean
Alvarez
in this.
thing, for me, the Alvarez thing is this, right? You have to have principles in your currency as to. I always ask people this question, right? You don't have enough data right now, so I won't ask you about Maresca, but there should be 3 conveyor belts that are clearly identifiable to anybody who does not support your football club. Number 1, in a good project. Number 1, I should be able to know how a player gets benched under a certain manager. Jose Mourinho, I know exactly how to how a Chelsea player gets benched under Jose Mourinho. We don't need to go through it. I know about 6 ways to get benched. Number 2, I know 6 ways that you can get in to a Jose Mourinho team. And then lastly, I know how you exit a Jose Mourinho team. It's usually it's never because Jose doesn't stand up for you in the boardroom, in my opinion, from what I've seen in Chelsea. But it'll be more to do with something like you can piss him off the pitch and everything can collapse. Or Conte, these kind of things. Whereas with Klopp, it's usually a football thing, apart from with Mamadou Sakho. Like Klopp, people always use the Benteke stuff. Klopp didn't hate Benteke, he tried, but Benteke just wasn't part of the stuff.
Oh,
so with Alvarez for me, with Alvarez, oh yeah, please continue, please.
Blue Eyes, are you in? I don't know. Let me see. Blue Eyes,
don't kill me. Is that Blue Eyes?
Yeah, Blue Eyes is in. Apologies. Are you in now, Blue Eyes?
Yeah, I'm here. Keep talking. I can hear you.
My neighbor's going to show.
I was listening to you. Keep going so that I can track you. Keep going.
My babe don't enter. She went to O2 for show.
Oh, nice. She go O2.
So I can talk. I'm eating groundnuts.
Now who they play for O2 tonight?
One of these type of magic mic looking something.
But that means you go talk my mind tonight with that.
I said I enjoy, Joe.
Guys, you know the funny part? Everyone even came late. It told me I wanted to eat for 5 minutes. I'm like, how do you eat for like 1 hour? Are you cooking pounded yam or semolina or something? Something is going on here. Because if Abdul tell me, I'll be like, I want to go and eat. I know Abdul is not in the next 2 hours. Abdul is not done eating. I know that one for fact. I know that one for fact with Abdul. But with anyone, I was like, okay, what's going on here?
No, Blue Eyes. I told you I had a good week. We thank God. I made some money, so I had to order some Japanese. Now I'm enjoying. Let me enjoy as I analyze this football. Now,
no comment.
The first thing for me is let's not act like Chelsea at their highest heights have not made howlers to the effect of Alvarez being released by Guardiola. Number one, in my opinion, and I'll never forgive both parties for making this transfer happen. Juan Mata to Chelsea was a corporate insult to the industry.
Excuse me?
You removed footage that I could have enjoyed on Singapore Airlines watching Mata play for Chelsea. Now I'm seeing him with Rooney fighting for space in pockets. So let's not act like you guys haven't sold the right asset at the wrong time. Let's not do that.
A lot of I can give you names, but no comment. I don't want to go there.
No, I mean I don't even have any more, so I'm out. So I'm more.
No, that one there, I'm still at a loss.
And you know, but my thing is, I'm not here. You know me, bro. I have personality.
Yeah.
I don't need to curse people. My thing is just the industry. I care about the industry, and I feel but the industry lost in that transfer. Yes or no?
Yeah, the industry lost.
What did we gain? This Mata guy in a red kit writing blogs, playing with Fellaini.
Chai.
Chelsea, I thought he won PFA. Am I going mad? Did he win PFA? Did he win PFA in Chelsea?
No, he was back.
I think he did. Yes, he did. Mata win it. Yeah, did it.
No, did he win PFA? I know he was back-to-back player of the.
I'll never bring up football writers in your presence. I have respect for you.
No. Back-to-back.
How can I bring up football writers?
Chelsea player of the year. Yes.
No, he won the Chelsea player of the year.
PFA. Yeah, he was back-to-back.
Chelsea player of the year.
Hands down. That one there's.
He won it back-to-back.
Mason was the next guy. Anyways, sorry. Abdullahi, continue.
No comment. Because
no comment.
Yeah, because you made that point of Alvarez, and I was having that discussion with Mr. Carl because I know you listen to the show.
No, I'm sorry, Blue Eyes. I said Blue Eyes. I'm sorry, Abdullahi. I have to be disrespectful for the first time on this stream. Basically, Blue Eyes and NK. Abdullahi wanted to do his usual channel TV analysis where we talk about Rodri injury. And I just remixed his whole mind. And I said,
no, I said, I said,
okay, but did you expect me to start with Rodri injury?
It's because I said, I've seen this.
Did you not expect me to start with Rodri injury?
Yeah, but my expectation was because
did you not even say KDB?
Yes, I said KDB.
So when I said Oscar Bob, why were you confused?
Because
No, that's
Because
huge.
of
That's
level
huge.
of ball
Now,
knowledge.
I've seen this with Man City before. This is not the first time with
So
Man
why
City.
did you mention Oscar Bob? Why did I mention him?
Yeah, because you believe it's kind of
Because of my expert ball knowledge.
I still believe KDB is overall superior player in Manchester City. KDB is there.
KDB,
But
KDB.
that KDB conversation is being covered by Dion Dublin, everybody. What about Oscar Bob, bro? Matthias Nunes is trying to put a shift in on the left wing, and it's not nice to look at.
Is a 9 to 5 player.
Are you seeing Nunes on the left wing trying to shrug the shoulder?
He's a 9 to 5 player. Relax.
Sorry, I'm lying. 1 minute. I'm lying.
Okay, I saw Vardia overlap Matthias Nunes.
No, Arian. Did you say Dion Dublin? Did you say Dion Dublin?
Yeah, these are the kind of Dion KD that he's missing. You know, he's basic. Bro, Melchiot is unpacking that stuff for ESPN with Gabby. Sometimes they'll allow LeBouf, but you know LeBouf is too raw about Chelsea, so they have to hold him back.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Blue, you know when LeBouf is too frank about Chelsea, and they tell him, okay, relax, man.
Oh my gosh, yo.
But let's get back to
Oscar
the point.
Bob's huge. Oscar Bob is
for
huge.
me.
That's a
AK,
huge loss.
thank God AK is here, bro, because I just wasn't feeling Abdullah's energy when I sort of talked about Oscar Bob. I thought he would actually really be locked in, bro. This Oscar Bob stuff, and what I said earlier, right? NK to Abdullah is, I don't judge managers from the severity of what the noise is around a certain situation. Because at the highest level, I expect you to have a plan for your best performing players. But I give sympathy and empathy when an Oscar Bob pulls up and starts going mad, or Anderson, who you thought was supposed to be like a CM for Ferguson, starts going crazy as a cam. I forgive when craziness happens when it wasn't meant to happen. So I know, because I promise you guys, is this Oscar Bob injury that's affecting Pep? I promise you.
Yeah.
And I'll close off with this point. Right now, Ruben Amorim, all these different movements, from a forensic point of view, the most important thing, Iriola, whatever, Tavernier, you see what's going on, Semenyo, managing in the Premier League right now, even in Europe, look, Olise, it's about getting the right manager who can manage 18 to 24-year-olds. Yes, you can have other ages in your squad, but you've got to be able to connect with, because those are the guys beefing on the pitch right now. It's their time, it's their story. Do you see what I'm saying? So Pep for me, it's the Alvarez one. I keep being confused that, like, why do you like this youth? You need people in your squad that want to be better. Do you know why I love Curtis Jones? Because he thinks he's better than Thiago Alcantara.
Hi. Oh, did somebody say Curtis Jones?
How are we doing there?
Here we go.
Somebody say Coote.
You are sick in the air for doing that.
I didn't even do that on purpose. I forgot you liked him.
You are woken up blue eyes now.
Did somebody say, did you see that goal?
I saw that goal.
I don't do these things on purpose, bro.
This was unintentional.
I didn't do that on purpose. I forgot.
I saw that goal.
He said I don't do these things on purpose.
I saw it.
No, you know I can work with blue eyes. I can't banter with him, but I promise I did set down.
It's a shame.
Listen, that's an alley-oop, bro.
Is it my fault he popped a goal for England? Why is that AK?
No. Listen,
I caused it.
Listen, Arion, listen, you mentioned Curtis Jones.
Is it my fault Cole Palmer did create separation in Africa?
I have to chime in. Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Jones.
Okay, that was stupid. Sorry.
Wait, blue eyes. Hey,
yes,
Ross. Okay, Curtis. Let's talk Curtis. Let's talk Curtis for 2 minutes.
Thank you.
I don't want. Everyone has broken up blue eyes with Curtis Jones. I'll continue.
No, hold on. Let's have a discussion here.
Okay, I'm listening now.
Listen. How many times? When did I start talking
Yes,
about?
I've been shouting it for the past. Is it past 2-3 years now?
2-3 years, yeah.
Thank you. Listen, the boy is what you call. Oh my God! Listen. Listen, the boy, you see what I like about the boy? I think he's nasty. There's a nastiness to his approach to playing football. He puts himself, his own, he doesn't attack people, he attacks spaces. Let that sink in. He attacks spaces. So to attack space, right, you have to have high IQ threshold. High IQ threshold. I think Curtis Jones is more important than the Portuguese boy and the Colombian boy. For
Portuguese is Jota, Colombian is Luis Diaz.
I think so.
Luis Diaz.
I think so. And if Kia is not taken, he can survive in the midfield as well. That's why I like that boy, man. Listen, you see that goal against England? You see where he positioned himself. I don't know if you saw that goal.
I saw the goal.
He hit right on the offside trap. He hit right there. And as soon as the ball came in. So listen, guys, I don't know why. The problem is the English kids. I don't know why I'm advocating for the English kids, but the English kids always get a bad rap. Another talent to look out for, ladies and gentlemen, is who? Rico Lewis.
Yeah, come on, man. I had my speech about it last week.
I like him. Dot
is stinky.
This guy said
Rico Lewis.
I want to say something.
Do you know who's not part of the next up, guys?
Because you said something with Oscar, but with
Liverpool is going to be our Bournemouth before I'm
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Liverpool can't marry my sister. What?
I don't want to go there with Coote.
Stop. Just because you didn't get him, stop.
Relax.
My sister is in Dubai. You cannot marry her.
Relax.
I promise you. I promise you. My father would never approve.
Any kid.
Have you seen the guy's lifestyle?
Bro.
Why are you tussling in the middle of the pitch as if that's what Blue Eyes asked you to do? This guy is like MMA fighter, bro.
He's bad. No.
Like he's physically bad.
He's bad.
Anybody will look. Listen, anybody will look good under the tutelage of what's his name, the Dutch boy for Liverpool. Anybody.
Virgil.
Yes, if you follow his,
yes, I have to admit, Virgil is the manager. It's not Slots.
No. But if you follow his playbook, if you follow Virgil's playbook as a second CB, if you don't know how to play, walk away. Walk away, man.
Walk alone.
Walk alone. Yes. Yes, man. But listen, just to go back to Kojo and Rico Lewis, man. Those two kids. Another kid I'm watching, I really like, but I didn't think he played yesterday, is Angel Gomes.
Angel Gomes.
Angel Gomes.
Not bad.
That's
so
another.
Let me advise Abdul and NK Stop. I'm going to go to the blast on this.
Yeah.
David Coote, PGMO.
Yeah.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Because, as I've said my piece already, and I think everyone has already said this. I've said, I can guarantee you 100% PGMO, they have the money. I can tell you for a fact they have the money. There is money in this EPL stuff. Because everyone was telling me that if you want to agree to European referees, you got to agree with PGMO with other people. So I'm like, okay, it's like a contract. So, this is my question to PGMO now. Bringing an European referee, women also referee games, there will be less controversy in the game. Maybe if there's a controversy, maybe they are doing it more than controversy where we can use that controversy to create clout, to create to create more revenue. Maybe APL will be the most top league in the world. I can understand that to some extent, but wishing English to me and telling me subjective decision. Yes, it's a bad tackle, but it's not a red card. Excuse me. I don't like that. I don't agree to that.
Yeah, we're talking about the referee that got caught on camera.
Yeah.
The ref that got caught.
Okay. David I think it's very important. Let's not transcend too far away from the camera and what was committed in front of the camera, right? Whatever happens afterwards, even if you bring me, nothing says that I will not fall like David Coote. So let's talk about David Coote for a minute. Listen, we've been crying. I don't know if anybody, and I don't know if you guys are. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know Howard Webb.
Yeah.
I know him very well. I know him very
I
well.
don't know if you guys are old enough to know what's his name.
Clattenburg.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you, Nana.
I know Clattenburg and Blue Eyes have history, man. They have history.
Good. So, Clattenburg, we've been going through this for a very long. There was a time when people used to think that Howard Webb wears a Manchester United boxer. Same thing with Clattenburg. So your shadow will always catch up to you. The problem with this guy is that it looks like he likes the good stuff.
And Phil Dowd.
Yeah, and Phil Dowd is another case, man. Like, don't get me started. But listen, this boy likes. It sounds to me that this boy likes to. They can't.
Blue Eyes. Phil Dowd will crumble in Old Trafford, bro. Crumble. He'll give decision. Crumbling.
For me, up till tomorrow, I'm still suffering from PTSD with Howard Webb. I'll never forget what Howard Webb did.
Yeah, he put you guys, but you guys were doing oligarch shit. So there's
and on top of that, he punished Nigeria against Argentina or something. No, against what's the name of who's this country? Who's from this country? Shit. The boy that played midfield for Juventus and then went to Bayern.
Benatia.
No. Hi. Oh, he played. He was a bad boy for Juve, man. Chai.
Vidal.
God bless you. God bless you. Where's Vidal from?
He's Chile.
Nigeria. Chile.
Look at NK adding extra after election.
No comment.
When Nigeria played, I'm taking you back now. When Nigeria played Chile, 2000 and I can't remember. Nigeria was
Blue Eyes. Are you not talking about?
Is it in Chile with Vargas for 50 years?
You're talking about Matuidi now. He played for France.
No. I'm talking of Vidal. Vidal played for.
Vidal.
Abdul, you don't want to greet anybody?
But
I didn't even know Abdul.
Don't worry. I know Abdul's logic. Don't worry.
No. I'm busy at the moment, but I'm hearing you guys. We never played Chile at the World Cup.
Abdul,
this was under 21.
Evening, Abdul.
Something.
This was under 21. Big game. Vidal was in that game. Vidal was actually in that game.
Oh yeah, under 21's match.
Yeah. I am an under 21 guy now. Oh, but that game, if you see the write-up, that time email never set up well. Mm-hmm. There was no Twitter. Twitter wasn't strong that time. If you see write-up where they write for Howard Webb. Listen, at the end of the day, right? What happened is this guy got caught on camera. It's like Enzo's case. If we never saw that shot on camera, nobody would be talking about Enzo today.
Yes, I agree.
So for David Count, again, same thing. He got caught on camera. Listen, if they say it's only the dog where every dog they chop shit, but now the one where they show for a mouth, that one they go
yes.
carry.
And like this app proverb now. Every day is for the owner, and one day is for the team. So.
Exactly. And the owner in this case is players.
Mm-hmm.
Players. I never had an issue with this guy, but a lot of people don't like the guy.
No, people don't like this guy at all.
Exactly. So, for me, it's just he got caught on camera. Don't get caught.
Simple.
Don't get caught.
But bless, this is the case now.
Yeah. No, hold on, Abdullah, because you gave the speech. Thank you, Blue Eyes, because Abdullah keeps trying to make the conversation about something industrial. I said to Abdullah when he asked me, bro, the first thing that's going to be discussed is, why are you on camera?
Straight up.
Do you think a grown man? I remember when my dad found out I smoked weed. Bro, do you think he asked me about actually smoking?
Is he okay? I'm like, excuse me, what?
Like, the first issue is the fact that he's doing gay stuff. Not in terms of whether white people will make a problem about that. It's just it makes the whole P very, very deeply heinous and all serious. Deeply heinous. So you and your freaking boyfriend are out here slotting coke, which happens all over the world, no problem. But the fact that apparently Blue Eyes, they had some kind of breakup or something, and some I don't know, there's some kind of stuff.
That's what happened.
On the Frank Ocean, remember when Tyler?
Hold on a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I have a question.
You guys don't remember the Wandsworth video that of the police woman, officer? Yeah. Like, shout out to my kiddies, show you know who you are. Like, through them, I found out the real stuff is that the guy was supposed to be getting stopped next week. and because he wasn't getting, she kept stalling the second guy. He got vexed. You know, vexation and stress can make people do mad things. But my problem is, why did Coote give that guy the chance to have footage? Nobody in this planet can blackmail me. I promise you. I've already killed them. That's the difference between me and Didi. I don't leave error. So my problem is with the Coote guy. Don't come and tell me, oh, I trusted him. He was my partner. Please, my guy. Yeah, I prem ref. The mind can go wild if I'm angry at you, because I know I can actually make CNN with this video.
I have a question. So this is a case of Adam and Steve, not Adam and Eve. I had no idea.
Wait, how do you know it was homo? How do you know there was
That was brilliant.
Wait, time out, guys. How do you know there was homo? How do you know it was homo based? How do you know it was homo based?
How do I know what?
How do you know it was homo based?
I did not know.
Rumors. Rhys James, rumors.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Rhys James, don't do that. Chris Brown, LA, rumors.
I think Arium landed it. You know, don't get cut. Whatever it takes, like what he said, it's a figure of speech. He says
like that performance review is all about the fact that he got caught.
Exactly. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Nobody wants to talk about the fact that you use coke. They all use coke. Yeah. If people stop using coke, London will not have no work. How do you think all these people are chopping sushi at 5 a.m. in Morgan?
It's true.
You think you can chop sushi for execs at 5 a.m.?
But guys, in my thinking is, I know that everybody's here. I know Chelsea's problem with Antonio Taylor, Michael Oliver with Manchester. I know that one for fact. And David Good, no one even like him in the way officiating. But this is it now. It will go down because he's been suspended. Does it go down with Taylor or Oliver? Or does it go down alone? Because
wait. Why would he go down?
Why would you just want to just
guys? Why are you involving everybody else?
Why he does this stuff?
They are also telling because as a referee, there's always got something called cabal and gang. So let me finish.
No, if Abdullahi now, if he was a ranking member in any type of cabal, I know more powerful people who run cabals in freaking Spa in Victoria Island, bro, who know how to maintain plantain supply from the managers. If he was a real member in this PGML stuff, then this stuff wouldn't have even happened to him. He would have, if he had real connects, because this stuff was, Mike Dean would have made sure this stuff was embargoed. In my opinion, I don't think this could be is a way to show that, oh, we have a chance to sacrifice somebody who was a basket anyway. That's what I feel that this is gonna, because see the way they suspended him back. I said, okay.
Guys, do you think? But guys, do you think if this happens to maybe Taylor or Oliver instead of Coote, do you think it's gonna escalate more?
He's Taylor gay.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Because Taylor is abysmal when it comes to officiating.
I get it, but
can you see why I asked such a stupid question because of what he said? Is Taylor gay? How about we investigate that?
No, but that
I'm not saying
because for your hypothetical to land, he has to be gay.
I know where Abdullah is coming from.
No.
Abdullah is coming from.
No, Abdullah is talking about refereeing decisions that pissed him off in 2015. Exactly. Like, dude, watch him now.
16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Again that you drew.
Excuse me.
I swear Koulibaly got GA. That's stupid. Don't make me cause Chelsea. I'll bring up Koulibaly.
I am still hot by I'm hot by that Flock FA Cup attacker.
But we're trying to stream. Don't get paid.
Taylor cost us that FA Cup final. It cost us where Pulisic scored, and that brother gave Kovacic red card.
Was that Taylor or that was Michael Oliver? That was Michael Oliver. That was Michael Oliver.
It was Taylor.
No, it was Michael Oliver.
No. Chelsea FA Cup final against Arsenal.
It was Michael Oliver. No,
it was Taylor. Go back and watch it.
I'm lying. Should we do an emotional bet? Let's do an emotional bet.
Oliver? I think it was Taylor though.
It was Oliver.
You know the game I was talking about.
I know.
When Ateta won the FA Cup in the COVID-19 era.
It was Oliver.
It was Taylor. Is he Oliver?
No, it was Oliver. I'm telling you. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That
Guys,
doesn't matter.
you can do whatever you want in your personal space, but as long as you hit camera action, it's at your own risk. It's at your own risk. Anytime you do camera action, it's at your own risk. That's why even when it comes to doing home video, you have to, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Yeah, even when somebody
but because the situation involves LGBT stuff, everyone's just trying to see where.
Okay. No, but even with your babe, even with your babe or your wife, even with your babe or your wife, that some of you guys, I know you're crazy. You want to do home video at your own risk.
Even let's stay in Nigeria, even Nigeria, be like, let's keep it Nigeria. Despite all the beef that we knew behind the scenes, have you ever seen the band and Don Jazzy cuss each other in public?
Lie.
You know, you have to maintain, and this is my problem with the Coote P, right? What did he think? Because I'm gonna suggest that there are some managers, some referees, who I believe they would have been able to go to web and lawyers and things, and calls would have been made.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm thinking, Coote, did you expect protection?
Let me ask you a question, Arium. Have you ever been in a fight when you were drunk? Probably, as a young kid. Probably.
Recently, bro.
Okay, those fights. You feel when you're drunk, you can fight 10 people. You can face 10 people, bumper to bumper in your head. And for David Coote, obviously he was high. I'm not here to defend the guy. Obviously he was high, and at that point, when you're with that nose candy, with that nose tom, with that nose peppermint, with that nose candy, bro, the guy felt like he felt he was in cloud 9.
Yeah, he was in cloud. But Blue Eyes, even when he was in cloud 9, there was security saying, "You bet this video can't go anywhere." So Blue Eyes then.
No, bro, no. But that cloud, Nana, God bless you. Cloud 9 means it gives you artificial a placebo type immunity.
Yeah. What's it? Dutch courage and all that.
Thank you, my brother. Dutch courage. God bless you. That's the phrase. Dutch courage. It gives you that Dutch courage. So you even get more excited to do more. So what you see, what do you call it? The conclusion, what you see right now is him probably playing back the tape in his head. You know, but you see, I think it's criminal when we try to analyze what's happening in his mind. The most important thing right now is, bro, you got caught, nigga. Excuse my language. You got caught. Listen, don't get caught. Or what they say, you got in basketball.
You got got.
You got got, man. Straight up. And like Abdullah, I know you want to throw a lot of referees under the bus because of this.
A lot of them.
But they have to commit, and they haven't.
They haven't.
And you don't wish somebody to commit, but until they toe that line, for now they are the villains in the game. They actually make the game interesting. They're like the bad guys. They're like the bad guys in the pop culture of football.
I agree. But for me, because I was telling everyone this, I'm more of foreign referees and women like officiating EPL, because I'm sick and tired of when I hear subjective decision, it pisses me off.
I like big referees games though. I actually do. I don't know why the men seem to just behave themselves.
I'm like, if I'm seeing women doing commentaries, and they know the game and they're doing commentary very well, then they should be able.
No. That's
let me be the first guy to talk. No, Arium.
Are you crazy?
Let me be the first. I'm all for equality.
Very touchy one. So let's go there.
Referees, yes, but commentary,
you know what? You know what? It's not all. You know Emma Hayes. Emma Hayes. That's someone that I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, yeah, but that's a serious manager, though.
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean.
Fine, man.
This is what I mean. If it's Emma Hayes, I can understand it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I'm sorry, man, but she's fine. That's what you call orobo.
Bro, she told another male manager to man up. I like the baby, man.
Oh, yeah. She's fine, man. She's not just. It's not always about look. It's about everything, bro.
Bro, you know, like I would never consider marrying somebody outside of my race, but you see that kind of woman, general.
Exactly. You keep your house in check, man.
Bro, homework is getting done.
It's getting done, bro. Well said. Keep your hand in check.
Bro, keep in bed.
PG listening, guys. Kids listening. No comment, PG. I'm the
Okay,
host, no comment.
we're talking about Auntie, okay?
Bro, Emma Hayes, man. That was after
This is
Chelsea
what I
was
mean, but
serious,
Ariam,
man.
that is fine for me. That is, anyways. We're going off refs. My point is with David Coote, like you guys said, he got caught, and you could tell before the second video came out where he was, educating himself on chemicals. You could see that the guy was off his head. He was off his nuts, as they
Wow.
say. He was off.
Was that a podcast? Like, I didn't...
AK, he was bang on the packet.
Bro, he was gone. He was gone. There's nothing. He was gone. You can see it. You can see that he was not there.
He was
and you know what?
Bro. He needed a joint. He needed a joint to calm down.
The sad thing is that I'm so surprised that I couldn't see it earlier with this guy. I don't know how I couldn't say, yo, that guy probably, you know what I mean? I can't believe that I didn't see it. But David, bro, it's over.
Well, you didn't see what, that he was gay or that he was cooked up?
Can we admit that it's over?
It's over. It's over.
It's done, man.
He's done.
He's done.
No, but let's listen to Abdullah tell us about how somehow Anthony Taylor can also lose his job.
No.
I don't want to go there.
David is gone.
Those guys, the only way they do
I don't
it
know how
is...
Abdullah does
Wait,
that.
Ariam, you're on Twitter, right?
You know what
Yes,
this
now.
Did you? I don't know how real these pictures are. Did you see the refs in Thailand or?
Dude,
What happened? What happened?
There was pictures of a bunch of refs. David Coote was one of them that were in Thailand with those.
Yeah, I don't travel to those fruity areas, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
With those.
I'm just in Nigeria. I
blue
go to
eyes. With
Atlanta,
those.
DC.
I'll leave it at with those. With
Hey,
those.
Atlanta. Oh, you think Atlanta is safe? Eh? Okay.
Yeah,
Now.
I've heard things have changed in Georgia.
Bless. I'm saying it live now.
I've heard things are getting freaky now.
Bless, I'm saying it live now.
Atlanta is a very good city.
Bless.
Usher was popping, so I don't know.
Listen,
Bless, I went there in
Brother,
2016 when I went to do my construction project. That was a very good city.
in Atlanta.
I'm here, guys are licking Sierra, looking niggas there.
Man, listen, people wives don't know they don't. A lot of wives right now don't even know which way their husbands, whether they're in or out.
Oh,
It's a big problem in Atlanta. It's actually a pandemic.
oh,
It's a pandemic. Yeah, people don't know.
I saw the news. Yes.
It is a huge pandemic, man. No, anyways. But apart from that, Atlanta is beautiful, man. I think Atlanta probably has the highest number of black billionaires in the world. I think so. I think so, man.
I like it. I went there
Beautiful
before.
city.
I went to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That was a good stadium.
And I did almost every summer. I must do at least 2 trips to Atlanta every summer, man. But at your own risk, bro. At your own risk, bro.
You said at your own risk.
At your own risk, bro.
Maybe I'll just stay around Houston if I was going to America.
Oh, Houston's nice.
Abdul, I want to know your. Let me hear Abdul's thoughts on them. David Coote, Abdul, go ahead and talk. Abdul, please don't preach. Don't preach. Just talk.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Big up.
Abdul, I know you watched Award World. I know you watched Award World when it was the 0405.
No, I don't pay attention to those referees, man, because most of the time they actually get me angry. So I think you guys have actually educated me more about this Coates guy than I've heard, because I didn't pay much attention. I just heard like somebody hated what's he called? The Liverpool manager, former Liverpool manager. That was all. And then I started, and then sometimes I get like, when you're listening to a podcast and people are just like joking about it. So I haven't got into more details about it because, to be honest, I'm too busy with Chelsea at the moment and other football stuff. So I don't really pay attention.
The brother got caught with camera and it's over for him.
Yeah, I heard like somebody got caught like in camera.
Yeah, it was calling Jordan. I think he called Jordan Klopp some names and he called Liverpool some, I think, Comp or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to do that. That's a lot of video.
But it's normal. They are not all going to like the
Yeah, it's
managers.
normal. That's normal. That is
How
normal.
many managers hate Faggy because they were not caught on camera? So there's a lot. How many hate Jose Mourinho? So
But
I just didn't pay attention to it because I know that's just news
Water
really.
under the bridge.
It's just news that people have to create news and talk about
International
news.
break.
Exactly. So I didn't pay much attention to it.
but again, Abdul, like what everybody say, for you to get caught in cameras and lie, that's weird. And the era of social media we are right now, you don't do that bullshit, man. You don't.
To be honest, I don't know the full detail of how he was caught or what
No,
he
he
was
got
caught
caught. I think
on
he got caught
camera.
on camera with like Liverpool with Klopp and stuff. And he was also caught partying while he was using drugs and everything. The man was high, so he was partying while he was high also.
Yeah, he did
Well,
a line
to
of
be
coke.
honest, oh wow.
Just for the record, I've got no
Not at all.
problem with
Excuse me?
cocaine.
Not at all. That's standard. That's standard.
Bro, if you live
That's
in
standard.
London,
Please,
bro, like
please,
grow up,
Abdullah.
man.
Please, that's normal.
Please, bro, your geography teacher is
Yeah.
taking cocaine to mark exam. Basic task.
See, the only problem is he's in the public eye. So maybe he's not gonna be a referee again or something like that. Or
Nah,
maybe
he's
he's
gone.
gonna be a referee, he's gonna like do some rehab and then maybe
Abdul,
2 years later.
you know what pissed me off? Somebody was
Yeah.
like, I think he has a family. And I'm like, excuse you have a family and you went to you went public and do this bullshit, but you know he has a family. Excuse me?
Yeah,
Hello?
some of these guys they say they can't help themselves. So that's the problem. That's the problem. So he's maybe gonna maybe he's
I
going
have a question
to
for you, English boys, if you don't mind, Abdul.
Okay.
And the
yeah, go
question I
ahead,
have,
yeah.
maybe you can help, maybe you can answer it. How are refs in the EPL these days paid? Is it contract or is it per game?
I think England can
Ah,
answer that. I think England can answer that.
I don't know. Abdullah.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know.
I don't know.
Okay, okay.
England,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
England can answer that. I mean, I don't know.
Because the reason I ask is because it's a high,
Blue eyes. It depends on the level of detail you want
look,
in
okay, high
response.
level. Just give me Cole's notes.
Put it this way, right? So the first thing is like Uber problem, NKPAYE.
Yeah.
That's always the beef. Are you self-employed or employed? Deliveroo. I'm cycling in your jacket, but at the same time, I'm working for myself. Maybe I do just eat on the side, or for my New York guys back in the day, is it Postmates? Useless time. So basically, right. The first beef is obviously the PAYE status because they have to wear a certain uniform and all that kind of stuff. So they are employees, but right. Where they are fucked themselves up and why they're all looking for extra money in all these other leagues, India and all this stuff, is I explained to Abdullah earlier. So if me, you, NK set up a business, right? Let's say we got some private equity investment. Let's say we spend like 20 mil. We get like friggin' Oracle as one of our tech sponsors so that they can even review our decisions. And then we have maybe like 100 staff because it's like a recruitment company. People need to understand PGMOL is like a recruitment company.
Fair
Like
enough.
the
Fair
people
enough.
that
So
supply
are the
staff
referees
to
part of the
Marriott
union?
and
And if they are, then
to a
they are
degree.
protected.
so they have a contract that means that nobody can supply the EPL with a referee unless it is
I
from
see.
PGMOL. So even if we have a fantastic organization, there's nothing that can be done.
So how are the
Do you
games?
get the point?
How are the games
it's a bit
apportioned?
like
Though? How
What do
does,
you mean?
let's say, Coote, like, does he have a schedule of all the games he's going to ref for the season, or is it just he gets called and say you got a game on Tuesday?
I'm assuming he gets called, right? Because I know you could get promoted and demoted. No.
Oh, for real? Okay, so they send you to like a lower league game.
They send you to a lower. I know Anthony Taylor last season got sent to a lower league game after he was messing around.
I see.
So and then the refs also, I don't even. I think it's within the same week they announce who the ref is reffing for what game. Specifically.
Yeah, that makes sense from a impartiality basis.
Yeah,
That makes
within
sense.
that week. It's not even 2 weeks, or it's within that week.
So
But normally it's not a big deal because we're just You know,
Yeah.
as fans of a big club, you go out there thinking you could beat anyone who
But
is
Blas,
stepping to
Mike,
the ref.
because I was asking Aaron this question before you came,
Yeah.
I was like, is PGMOL, if PGMOL is that,
Give the mic back to Abdullo. I took his mic. Go ahead.
because I was asking them like, okay, why not PGMOL themselves hire foreign referees and maybe like women into referees to make it like more diverse? Why are they sticking to Nottingham, sticking to London referees, UK, Manchester referee? Doesn't make any sense to me. If you have that money, because I also think PGMOL wants this thing called controversy. They want EPL to be the talk. They want them to be the talk in the world. Everybody talk about EPL. Maybe give them revenue or give them money. If that's the case, less controversy. Then bring in a foreign referees that can officiate the game with less controversy. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. To
Mm.
make the game flow, like too much controversy is happening with APL with referees. It's not the first time it's happening, it won't be the last. But to narrow down a little bit of controversy, you need to be diverse a little bit in terms of just talk about football, talk about just football, not too much about referees. That's my own thinking because I know they have the money.
Yeah, and there's a way you can play to avoid referees getting involved in your game.
It's too much. It's too much. The referee stuff is too much. It's getting on my nerves. It's way too much. Way too much.
I would lie. You sound like you sound like an Arsenal fan.
No. What I mean is, Nana, I took English as second language, so relax. When I'm hearing,
Oh, you're better than me. English is my fifth too. Ha. English is my fifth now. No, they laugh. They laugh now. Ha. Very strong fifth too. Very, very strong
Nana, when I'm hearing subjective decision, I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
objective decision. Actually, somebody should explain that. I know
Brother,
objective
yes,
means
I'm hearing, yes, I
balance.
heard in my, like, ever since watching football, I'm yet fleeting hand. I'm like, what is the meaning of fleeting hand? That's if PGM, they organize that called fleeting hand, subjective decision. Chelsea versus Manchester
What does
United, the
what
Cole
does
Palace
P
injury. You know what
what
the
does
VAR said?
PGMOL
VAR
stand?
said that was the bad.
He said, "What does PGMOL
What
stand
does
Like,
that
I
stand
was
for?
hearing,
What does that acronym stand for? PGMOL.
I wish I even
Profession,
knew. You know,
I
professional,
think professional,
uh,
maybe game,
professional
something
games
like that.
officials, man, something.
Officials, yes,
Match Officials League or something like that.
league, yes,
Oh, I
something like that.
see. I see.
I could check it up now. Let me check it up
Yes,
now.
but because the United Chelsea match when Kopama was in the when
Professional
Alessandro
Game
Martinez kicked him.
Match
You know what?
Officials League.
You know
Professional
what the
game
VAR
match
said.
officials league. I see.
You know what the VAR said. VAR said, it's a red card, it's a dangerous tackle, but we don't deem it for the referee to go to the monitor. So we decided to say, nah, it's part of the game. I'm like, so until you break somebody's leg before you can actually give someone a red card, interesting. Subjective decision, floating hand, Lord have mercy on us. Child. So when I'm hearing this kind of, I'm like, what the heck is going on with this stuff? Man? It doesn't make any sense at all. That was what I was telling Arium. PGMOL have this power to hire foreign referees. They have the power to do it. Like to do it. I've seen other leagues like the La Liga, the C. I know there's a lot of controversy sometimes in La Liga and Serie A, but you can actually see the officiating being smooth with less controversy. But EPL, every weekend, if this is not a penalty, this is an handball. If this is not an handball, the consistency is beyond me. I cannot explain the consistency. Today, poor. Tomorrow, worse. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. The refereeing has been very poor. People talk about me having a go at me on Twitter when I talk about Taylor. I don't want to talk about Taylor because Taylor, if I talk about him, my goodness, we will not finish here. We will not finish here. We will not finish here. So, like what you said, you get caught in cameras. So that for me, his career is done. It's officially done. So they have PG replacement. I don't know who they find. They have to find somebody. It's done. And this is for
No,
me.
they probably
No,
have people on waiting list. That's not a problem.
they have too many people. Don't worry, it's fine. They'll find someone. They'll find someone. It's fine.
It's
Oh, they'll
tough
find someone.
because it's like what I was because I was having this discussion. I was telling you, I understand what you're saying, but again, is it is PGMO doing this to create egos? Because I know they want to do this ego stuff. Is it superior power? in terms of we have power, nobody can control us now. So we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We'll find out, man. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop us from winning games, though. Let me say that.
Oh no, and
Not gonna stop-
this is not the first time that I know this is very sensational, but this is not the first time that referees have given us heartbreak. It's just that there's a little bit of the sad thing about this whole thing is that there's a little bit of justice to football fans out there that have been crying for years about referee injustice on the field. So this
All
feels
these
like
Arsenal fans. All these
this
Arsenal
feels like
fans.
it feels like like the karma that a lot of fans been looking for, but the poor guy's head is on the chopper, man. Straight up, bro.
Yeah.
It's straight up. His head is on the chopper,
He's gone. He's gone.
He's a sacrificial lamb at this
It's
because he was. I don't think I've heard fans complaining about this guy in the past. It's now. I'm like,
He wasn't a big name ref.
like, what are you doing?
I mean,
Hello.
wrestling
What
wants
the
to
heck
finish.
happened there, man? Holy smokes, man. After that,
Don't worry.
No,
Wrestling.
Blue Eyes, he's not a big name ref. You're right. He's not a big name ref. I could go. You know him by appearance, but not by name at all.
yeah,
Not like
the first time.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Not like Taylor or Oliver or Phil Dowd.
No.
So I mean, it's what it is. I'm like, it's what it is.
Yeah, you see, for me, I have no problem. Then my only issue, my only issue is
Doesn't
day one
matter.
is-
Doesn't matter.
my only
doesn't
issue,
matter.
Doesn't matter.
my only issue from day one is why they're not being more diverse in terms of bringing more people in. See, does it have to be Manchester? Does it have to be UK referees? And they're bringing a different entity of referee, just referee the game with less controversy. Please, I beg. It's getting a lot of it is officiating is getting on my nerves, man. It's really getting on my nerves.
Listen, let's talk about Enzo Fernandez for 1 minute. Because I've noticed that a lot of fans like me that threw him under the bus.
No comment. It's gonna be a long topic, but I don't want to do it now.
They have a very now I notice that there's this technical revolution that is brewing to support Enzo Fernandez, man.
There is.
You understand?
There is.
That pass was simple, but I don't know if anybody watched Gladiator here.
I watched the match, yeah.
Did you watch Gladiator? Anybody watch Gladiator with the Crow? Nobody watched Gladiator. What you do?
Oh, I
tonight?
watched Gladiator. Yeah, I watched Gladiator.
Yeah. With what's his name? Somebody Crow. What's his first name again? Exactly. He said, "What you do today will echo in eternity." And that pass for Enzo, that simple
Echoed?
pass, it's still echoing. Abdullah, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Abdul,
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Now your
I'm here,
mic.
yeah.
Now your mic. Oh. Carry your mic.
Sorry. In response to Abdullah, really, I don't know, maybe things have changed now, but who really wants to be a referee? Especially those from our background. You get abused all the time now. Even if you're a referee in a Sunday league with no fans,
It's
you're
peak,
getting abused all the time.
No, the
Like,
Sunday
who-
League one is peak. Oh,
Exactly.
I want to know how much they get paid, man, because I want to know if it's worth it.
They get paid pretty well, though. They get paid pretty well. I know that.
I think I don't know, to be honest. I wouldn't, let me not make suggestion. But the thing is, nobody wants to read the image we have of referees in our head in the UK. It's not something people rush. It's not the kind of job people rush to want to be part of. Because the only common denominator when we're talking about referees is just how much they're abused. Get my point? That's why I said this guy might not be he might not be able to come back immediately, but if he's, because I don't even know how he looks like, but if he's young and is desperate to come back in a few years, maybe like 3-4 years, you might see him come back.
Can somebody check his age to see how old is he?
No, I mean, normally referees, they don't accept old people because I think they have to make certain physical tests.
Yeah, you have to have.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
they'll feel down. Anyway, let me not.
So what I'm trying to say is, we already have some level of empathy towards them. Okay, if you want to consider the other side, okay, this guy might go for a rehab, he might change his life around, and then he might go from the Sunday league again. He might start educating other referees, and then he might go from a lower league. He might not make it to the Premier League, but he might be able to make it back to the Championship if he really wants to. Okay. And what I heard is when I had people chatting about it this afternoon is they said the guy that had the video held the video for 4 years before he released it. So I don't know what's so
Oh,
wicked.
it's not a new video. Oh,
It's
okay.
not new. No.
That's what it
It's
said.
42 years of age. It's 42 years of age.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe he has most. I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't even know how he looks like.
So
If it's a guy that has another kind of,
listen.
yeah, I don't even recognize him from seeing him somewhere else. I don't think I've seen him before.
You know, it was the one that refereed the Aston Villa versus Liverpool match last weekend.
No. I see. They were putting a Liverpool match highlights, but I didn't see him. I don't know anything about him.
Abdul just watches the game, man. He just watches the game.
I just pay attention to the game. I don't.
Interesting. Abdul doesn't talk about referees. Okay, interesting.
So I don't know. He might have a comeback, but it depends on how he wants to do the comeback. Because a lot of people, depends on how you do the comeback. People might have empathy towards him and sympathize with him, and he might go, "That's a long time ago. I've cleaned up. I've gone to rehab. I've done this. I've done that." They might suspend him a while. They might go to the Championship, Division 3, and then sooner or later you see him back again. So
yeah.
But Abdul, do you know the only problem? Sorry, Abdul. Do you know the only problem with that I have is that it's now been released that he was organizing drug pickups at half time.
You see, so I don't know about this guy, but it depends. It seems like the guy is deep into all kinds. It wasn't just recreational. If it's recreational just for him to use, I don't know. He might be able to move around
Pass it off, yeah.
But if he's a dealer himself and he's got his hands and other stuff and all this stuff, oh God, it might be hard. So the funny bit I heard is like the person that had the video has held on to it for like 4 years or so. So I think that's pretty nasty, man.
When they
light him up. Nah, they light him up. They light him up, man.
They lined him up. They
light him up. They light him up. That's evil, man. Yo, that is evil.
So guys, this news bad because this one is big a little bit. I don't do stream on international break. It pisses me off because nothing to talk about. Because I'm just enjoying my holiday jelly because of this international break. But when I heard this one, I said, what the heck is going on here?
Oh man, I love international break, man, because that's opportunity to watch some countries, man, like Brazil, Argentina, Nigeria.
Somebody was talking about Ghana getting knocked out of Africa. Not today. I'm not talking about it today.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you very, very much.
God Nana, man, come on, man. But listen,
no comment.
Nana, you can't sleep. Hold on, Abdullah. You cannot sleep on Angola, man. I can't believe Ghana, though. What is this thing that more than half of the team decided not to show up for this game?
It's Blue Eyes. I told you a couple of days ago. We're our all-time low, man. We're our all-time low. It's bad. It's bad.
And then the coach, what's his name? Otman. What's his name?
Otto
Addo. It looks like he's taking Sudan to AFCON.
Sorry.
And Sudan beat Ghana.
Wow.
Oh, the previous one, Kwesi Appiah. Yeah,
man. No, they had the Ghanaian boy. What's his name?
The head coach for Sudan.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Kwesi Appiah. Yeah, it's Kwesi Appiah. Yeah.
Is it Kwesi Appiah that is coaching Sudan?
Is it Appiah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is. Trust me, it is.
Okay. So he's the one that beat
you.
Crazy,
yeah, that is crazy.
Let's
That
not
is
even talk about Super
crazy.
Eagles, man, because
No,
I'll pissed off right now.
Abdullah,
not
I get something that might that
maybe
make
we'll
you
do that. Maybe we'll
laugh.
do that next week before the
Oh,
EPL
no, no,
resume.
hold on
Not
now.
today.
Listen to what I'm going to say, Abdullah.
Like,
It will just make you laugh because I just found out yesterday, really. You know, I was watching a tape of Zidane playing for Bordeaux, right? When he was just coming up like 22, 23.
okay,
And I think they were playing a team shot, but it was 1995-96 season,
okay,
and he was playing for Bordeaux then. Zidane was playing for Bordeaux. They had other good players like Lizarazu, Christophe Duguerry.
okay.
Who do you think the coach was? The Bordeaux coach was
I have no idea.
Gennad Roa, the Nigerian coach.
I'm
What?
out of it.
What?
Chai.
Gennad Roa was their coach then.
No.
Are you
Chai.
serious? Wow.
Yeah. Gennad Roa was the coach of Bordeaux then.
Wow. So General Coach Zidane.
He
Wow.
coached exactly. He coaches there.
Wow.
And his French was pretty fluent. No wonder he's been able to move around a lot of African countries.
Well,
His
Ganero is not. He's naturally French. He's
Whether
French.
it's Spain, whether it's
No,
Spain,
German,
French,
German.
Yeah,
very
he's French
fluent.
German. Yeah, he has a French nationality to him as well. No, he's a
Oh,
French
okay,
guy. He's a
okay.
French guy. He's a French guy. He's French.
He's a
Oh,
French
right. I
guy.
never knew. I just
Yeah,
thought it was German.
No, he's French German. Yeah, there's a French.
Okay, so he's like as a Wenger because we say as a Wenger is like French German.
Yeah, also
Exactly.
Wenger is near Strasbourg, right? Or is it that area?
But he's French German as well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
German
right.
name. That's a German
Okay.
name.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
We'll do the Chelsea talk next week because EPL isn't back. And we're gonna do the Super Eagles talk. I think our second match is on Monday, maybe possibly Monday or Tuesday. We'll talk about it. At the moment, there's a lot of things I want to talk about Nigeria, but I'll keep my little bit of anger.
Hey, shout out to this guy lost his dad. Sad.
Yes, what's his name?
How about How about it?
Goalkeeper.
And then special shout out to Bruno Onyemaechi, man. That guy's going to be in the EPL in less than 10 months.
He's a good
That
player.
boy
Like,
is the best wing back in Africa right now.
he's
Hey!
good.
The guy on the left, Abby.
Yes.
We'll talk about
And then Ola
Best
Aina, man.
Eagles.
I need to talk to one last thing. I need to talk about Ola Aina, man. Ola Aina, man. Stop that bullshit with your short liquor, man. Stop that bullshit, man.
So, wait, stop
yourself,
that thing with what? With what?
With your
I'm-
short
I'm-
liquor, man. The guy is literally playing with boxers. It's disgusting, man.
Yes, he is. He does the same thing with Nottingham Forest.
It's
Wait,
disgusting, man.
what are you talking about?
No.
Like,
He drops his pants like Noni.
This
No,
is
but
this is
Blue Eyes,
disgusting,
you
man.
no.
this is crazy.
Disgusting, man.
Kids
Like,
are
no,
listening.
one
No,
minute,
no.
one minute.
Don't
Sam,
do
Listen, Abdullah, give us 5 minutes now. Now you dey rush everybody now.
No,
Put
because
us backstage. Put us backstage if you want to go.
I think that because Abdul said there was one day Abdul said I just seen this and after the comment somebody took him and said I am 12 years old and
Listen,
looking
I
at
res-
this
I
please.
res- I respect-
Wait, 1 minute.
Hold on, let me say something before.
Yeah.
Man.
Bastard. Hold on.